Asemben krani. Asemben krani. Our Park de Prince, Arsenal, out. Momentimian qualified to the grand finale of the UEFA Champions League. Wow. 2-1. And Sema Ebadosun. But we say, Sakapa and Kasa, go not here. And Kabia, and your matimi sound. Yea, Minia Kwesi on Tiapo. Adiene funimu. Jonah Roma, and so can Sam body Kylian Mbappe. I see a dear will say wumpe na fed ya dear oh and German wire there. Sima and Sumaba Panon Crow. Briani Sintim-Koree Chaskele Omago. Crucial. Estes Kutando na Shannon. Jumediano, Yabebiano Prematubre. Na fe Prematubre Cassia Bona Twaso. Sabre Quadia, a good Hunsam, Papa B, and Yadeba. Yesimusu said dying. And a Jenny Babiara. Bibian Society, praise and worship Nebaba. Yeah, I'm an oninsem, Kweku, Ansa, Strasreku, Albright. And so the Amanonin 7 obedi adencheche near Bessie Sokoso. And the central point of the show, Arsenal, Paris Saint-Germain, and of course, projections because UEFA Champions League expert Joel Eshena Transe, Mr. Isaac Kwesi Asempa. He is not a happy man. Arsenal no Ajegu. NT also has Okranic 13 reasons why. NT Arsenal a female. Now me who first, second, third, fourth, fifth reason and I'm sequencing at the NT won't go here then. And then crowns to the NT pretty soon, consider the Ababa. Chief Executive Officer will show you so, Executive Producer. Ora Prince Poakwa Enyim Brown awaha and acting head of support so Ogesino Ohene-Bampoe Brenya Odi Asempa Kwame Ware Kafiri Jimano Fosu Apia special one Onunsu Dima Kotren Yenina na yaka bom santi de chibom ebeso mu na no pay Kole Collins Anso Adama ye bomu din wo Facebook Happy 98.9 FM Tiam creating yending komo makaya ho na bibia wie payo salam Jo bibia boko Afriki
o bibia boko
we are one person na say o kasa say metie ni ye we are one person o kasa say metie ni ye san say projections na abem dia o kan ye nyina abem in fact o ka say total dominance wo midfield honom enye bayra abrewa edio and clearly Vitina no so tro mo bobre despite say a crucial penalty na obia ehwe nim Raya etrese enye kusie tipan ni obomofo efidie enti on kire no ade a ato amanfo akoma so eye pa na mse Ghana fo dodo na ebo wabaso nti yebewura ho no mu kakra na minim se dia na Kylian Mbappe pair with Paris Saint-Germain no ofi ho na ebe ma na se Inter for no betrombo bre. Now remember Andra Brenya the bibi to just say okwa abako sema venue na ye about the grand finale no adea de bia no a new club and eje the Champions League enti ye be hwe na edi hu nkomo ekakra enti ye go by ye Brenya de bandra ne dia na ye betumi aka say kudos to Paris Saint-Germain omaje na yebekọ enim so ewo ho but minim se ejamatuntum bi betwem a jowo yenya nhia amano ne nsem na se but me bo abaso in the next 18 seconds then I can
so we dey nhia dan ya bibia ana press tima na bakosem na wabo Champions League semi-final miensa de. Say team ke wait team ke. Oh, team ke.
Champions League there.
No, but you can't say a team what about the final of the Champions League pain? Or about the third time Champions League semi-final?
We know Champions League final. We will not be Liverpool.
And I'm saying, no.
Forest in podium magic.
Me say, Untimi Fre Arsenal say or Kete or Champions League. Baby, comparatively, on it Paris Saint-Germain or Sochi Paris Saint-Germain. What Champions League?
Yes, also in
Paris
Saint-Germain acquire for final two. Arsenal tipeno no. The last time Arsenal ball final 0809 me Kai Ronaldo and Rooney. Omo ye combination bi e omo free Satan no more best say class 5 or say classes and me nyine be we university. Afei me we university 3 years. Afei no mo omo dabi o ayo 2025 we university 2021 4 years afei no mo
na say final na ye 206 207 and 7
no enya final o me ka the last time omo ball semi final
okay
oh o sa game me kai pa Rooney ni Ronaldo no mo yo mo la passer it way there
na dey waka me casa pa la passer
on say that me catch you say Arsenal have not earned any respect in the Champions League.
That's not true.
Oh yes, they've not.
Oh, how?
They've not.
But do you think it is easier for you to play the final of the Champions League?
And let me say final no Liverpool si ma bobi o.
But are you saying that Liverpool
and AS Monaco mo?
If he pass same place one.
So did he.
Se Brenya etimi di eduani ya no pe ya na ondo Arsenal.
Dabi
obeyare
ebusua hia no eso didi.
Woni nkwa no.
No didi eso
didi.
No say anke bi a porridge.
No na say no after game no didi.
And Brenya no me diabro.
Nti uzo no fani hu hyemu sa so say o ya di ni na
wentimi anhwe game na.
Nti no on time fani hu hyemu sa. Ti asa oni na mo a.
Ma sem ka mate.
No.
Yes if it's no ya for game besin there. Brenya em obi eso TV ofi.
On posti onye Facebook
on the embargo efie kese ni na oso obi oni mo be so
abasa me busa baba no say
o sanyum na
abasa o me busa baba say another me uso ohini on posti we no see o
abasa mo fanya nyeme ba sanyum no wo afi na ogbo semi final mienza wo say abasa
o say abasa
dabi baby o medu no eso mo ani ji.
Yo, proud to the semi-final pairings. Buy on paper, not Arsenal standing.
Dabi. On
honest with yourself.
Momo paper so
on paper
by who?
What the Champions League favorite? Real Madrid.
No season we no munye favorite.
But anytime Real Madrid.
No, but season no munye.
Even seasons are urgent.
And a parry or more.
Any favorite.
Real Madrid better go Champions League on favorite.
Me on your favorite. Season we no nya. Na season
seasons are urgent crown edu baby almost on kan. Odu semi final abua.
Yes baba when do say unsa dano unsa asem na asem me kan odi form me ka kira mo say English teams no English team obese Real Madrid team papa bia okokoje omo hia eye Madrid team eye afafranto
no
mashe
omo akojiego omo kwa na omo ajiego
yes no me hu say team Asha Madrid jubilate sa Arsenal
jo ko
say no want to Dabi
Dokumbi makwesina on didi wate na wayemre Abrantie Arsenal jonku ne kurada. Okay. Andra baby ana me share game no. To Andra baby ana me share game no. Arsenal for no see. O kasa bebre a o time me de be mo enesu betwa.
Kasa no na etam say we normal. Oh we etam say team because na obi catch them na wo team our ball Champions League semi-final me inside the osi na Basel or be Biaji. And my run say last year Biaji ball semi-final. Inti ade no enya lotto. Kele ejuma na enya lotto e na wotutu ma e se wo ye ejuma den na wo Carabao Cup any FA Cup ntumi kobo final koje na wo be Champions League final koje. Na obi catch him say Chelsea omoji 2012 no omutimi nye obi a referee say anytime that Chelsea has won the Champions League no ye bo eye final 08 na yanje no ye ko bo FA Cup final 2012 ye bo FA Cup final 2021 ye bo FA Cup mama wasna no FA Cup final kura kele ntumi bobi
Dembele only coach no problem
that be and no we pay won some
no, but aside no on any issues can
no coach no
Dembele is handling.
Yes, one thing about
any game now one chance here and no. In fact time over no the body language
crowd and say coach on na ko so na ko pen
yes
na ko more than na bench and Luis Enrique no obey yes ha na na at this level who players be brain to be obetimi he can afford so the better na bench he can afford so the better
okay we yam fa no si o na edu amano nsem na ye be din komo ni ye papa bi ewo mu na ye Brenya so kra ni praise and worship a odi di adencheche eba
oba mamisa say ho ye
hwan
wo
oh no there no ho ye wa be there so
by won say ekroma say automatic ubi say ho ti say or say eye nti tano pay
me say Andra baby a me share ball no na mene we mu na ehwe Kobe Stone no Maestro no so omo kwan ye obi na Arsenal fu egu no amount for fa ho ye no because eye areho sem more
nti omo wie
but enya ndo anka me nim say Arsenal wo atamfo saa o
ade
benya
studio
nipa 5 etina ha 3 Arsenal
yes onya atam
because it has always been
no but hold on amount for deliberately Arsenal against Madrid for Chelsea for Manchester for
against but PSG na obo no PSG a wabo City for 2 wabo Liverpool watch Villa abono sa team sama boy nyina be share Arsenal
and I'm say PSG na Arsenal che no
enti so ne Arsenal
PSG na Arsenal che no what are you saying
we show be wo Champions League group stages
group stage na dey na nka ye kane na ye me ba home group stage me ba na oba kan ko anko be show
yes no convention in the Champions League we show be wo group stages asempa na dey be okasa Champions League group stages agro who show be wo kele who show be wo
na ya agro ne form
endura na ye ball no now you see on say dey be na me kala aka no
when we passion na what they call them no also what to the team then Chelsea
that be yes
and we
United
atamfo
our miensa
atamfo nyanyami atamfo nyanyami mi enyala je numojibo onyami ogbe kokoko na atamfo nyanyami go atamfo yo atamfo nyanyami mi enyala je numojibo onyami ogbe kokoko Kajo gbe mi ni go, wo ba gbogbo.
Praise and worship baso o guest no any Brenya ebeje baton na hyase na ya hwede ebeko Sima ediono ba ko aba panon kro Happy 98.9 FM any Happy Sports ye dream Brenya kwe na ye nhweko
my prince na me GBB na my prince
Prince oh ba
okay Kele Enra.
Hey, and I didn't go on a podium.
Meji dozi
Kele
Oji dopo nankasa.
Kele Enra.
document bi a meji
Okay.
Ohene.
menyebi be minya funi
Okay. Me de asem bi ha me pa wo has. Asem ha me o. Eni o ma ha o.
Okay, ne mama hwɛ sɛ no na.
Eno a because sabi obi chawade a eye efe. Come on. But what kasawie na ma nkutia obi ana.
Enra has a former as a deceiving crofo kakra.
Oh, enu mpo de me mpese ye kɔ hɔ no. Because the whole thing anyway kasa.
Na Enra ye wɔ ha na yɛte sɛ has for sɛ car bi ho asɛm. Mo de bema Benjamin Asare na ekopie mu. Afei de report free hɔ bae no. Ɛkyerɛ sɛ na nyɛ has mpo ɛna atɔka anaasɛ ne contract oni omo why extending no bibi ehyemu bi adododie bi ewo mu bi ɛna ɛde ka aba na emum ɛyɛ yɛn ayadamfo Kele yɛn ayadamfo ɛyɛ Mugabe Salifu Maase ba dodo na afre ne Mugabe the famous ɛyɛ Muntie 3 sɛ obɛkae a ono later kra na ba so ɛyɛ osikani bi a businessman sikani pa opani eye Sedu Adongo ono ena otoka no kra ena Mugabe ena leadi ye ena omode koe na ni nyina ntenkoda no Kele anu maybe a me man ne kotetete the corridors of Accra House of Folk Accra House of Folk proud to seka ne beba no Kele nenye anoma bia boguma sumu se first thing first na has kura mpese car no mo be sumu kura na has omo car no mo de be bap the premises of omo commercial center hokra ni nyina ne se omo si owura na o lead champion ne se ye nto car ne ma goalkeeper no oye kotokuni Mugabe no omo si oye kotokuni enti sources no kire se na Mugabe propose kire ha se owo achede opese o de ma goalkeeper number 1 Blasters goalkeeper no podi oyo se Blasters goalkeeper
se Mugabe ni champion na or champion na o sikeni talk ama no menya sure se ha sinti
yes
na or champion
because
the
oya
Blasters
Blasters
all of us.
yes enti oya se wonka super clash no before the game no na komo ye small presentation ceremony bi wo stadium na komo de car na ma no has for ni said there be yes okay ani enka ye bobo ni nyina wi a just 5 minutes ade bi pe ye present man ye de key man no tuko nanim ni atwetwa pictures kakra na no ano has for ni said there be en TV enura ne kra no Kele enura no yes enye has coach na ne wura corridors wa so ade no aba enti mumi enko ne enfema player na ba player no wate enti se ebebu na bem wan hwe kura game a yekobo weekend wey ko onya pepa because ye be che na de na heart for ne person kon beje ka na nura kura e de ama omo goalkeeper no ni nyina ne se has for ne se de olidi ade no oye kotokofo ade de omo mpese omo de bebre ne player enti
Are you sure?
I'm telling you kakra bi enye coach no e no wo ho e no insist ya anka mo nya presentation enra Accra House of eye coach na mame
me hu wo ho na obi asi
me see mame mo coach na baso enra coach no esi at a point coach no kra threaten say ntisa oni togbe be kasa obe frɛ no ansa na omo ye so okay enti ceremony omo ye
no but se sana na tie
me see
ewo headquarters for dia enenenje ka ni nfini na me pese me busa question be quick Benjamin Asare onim ka atwi
said de wotena car no mu de menya sure so onim car kan
ai because abenko na obo pe
said de otena car no ma na
ma me hwe
omo yes o start car no kra na ode ne nsa ne na nenam car ne njenje de menya sure so onim car kan
but yesuya kan
of course enum po de eno hwe mini madam fu bi a onim kaka eno nya esika se okoto ka eno fa na danfo yen fa nsem ya na ma fa ohene meni ohene ko e call garage o ohene de ehene ye wa chekere metuka yi ye wie na me se ne ohene menim kan no ohene so de trase metwu na we na ohene twi ka ya ye nyina ti ba bi ba ko ba beduru ono junction ansa na waduru me junction ye duru ohene junction no se ne be ma beduru me junction on se ne ba jo ka wa no akoto ka ene ne osi ye no betena ka ye chi na ne o se menya se o se o start so e automatic o se fato drive minti ahụ sị oti abụ eni so oti aso na o sị kọ o de be kọ de o de pem grass e ye ho ahụ ka no akọta o sị ka e bia ba kọ pem o ka foforo amato o de pem ase wa aka me register o sị say ye ho ahụ ka enti sị wo bo esika de akọtọ ka o de ba kọ pem de eni ese wara
one person or trust me will be mu a yes owo mu enkwemu or trust me pa you di 2013 14 na me kọtọ ka ya minimum tia na odi abe front otikele yanko
no oni mutwi
dey be say
o film so beti mi atwi
me so
o fa otikemu otikechira
no ote front eyi
na tie mi tu kanu that na driver bi wa hanti oni ni mi aye ko
from like rounds
it mi tu kanu na be kofa do dey so me pem wasem dodo kofa ni ma police station ex-president fee anymore. Trot drive will be said then you D side war.
Mia
Chaskele ukumi.
Cratchy ukumi. Oba owo su de owo di osuro pa.
Cratchy. I don't know yes sir. No mu tua na your fa. Jimmy say. The next day, otanso mama me be fa no trap front wa. Odi.
Oh boy.
Oye
ya na ne otena kakran o de car ne du fi ade achi o tu car ne de kwa asore no ano no akwaje ne license enti card enti we o de
but it is not proper.
Yes.
Say o driving school.
Usia o driving school nya on license kran sana wachika but Benjamin Asare ya de on be kire no on be kire no we no answer on be pe driver bi amano
stay okra stay
we say yes obi a onim car bia obehu ya say di okuta mu no kra kire say na
say car
na osro stay an kakra
one share and rock round down.
Yes
fact on that
but enti ade a owura na ye
meba o say has impenifo ni bi
yes no
supporters and
Mr. Penifo has and Penifo no mo mpe say presentation be
no
enti he
asa Albright ko ho
branding ni
enti o te sa asem ni bi
me betimi abusa ansem boa
okay bright
o betimi afre bright aba
bra
o me ka say asem a me kan me boa enu nti na hu say ade o mo ye branding bi ni ba bia o mo anye bibi e kire say obi be ye presentation ka ye ceremony kakra for supporters kakra no mo metena se na eye fe na company for
tobo bright jina ha say mami ona okọ okay on transfer
mani muku tuju kura
why
o di pata kwale o da ebu nde
o kasa da bi no ono so wa enti we dey bright
okay right ona na wo prince e the allegation bi na mu o say has impenifo ni bi edu baby no mo say Manase na and edi ni ye Mugabe. Yes. Masi. Yes. Mugabe. Na all champion for goalkeeper ni so obenya car no. Omo say osopoto kotoko. Enti omo njintum say obedi sa djuma no. Na endrai ka adwie. Nko omo san so the car na ko. Senate.
Kele obi okopie mo obi ahu say organization cry no na problem because media for ekopie mo obi e betena crampo no a problem. If say na hat to full for no the question is say no money presentation on. Yes, car ne buy be 3 weeks ago.
Na car ni si o.
Na car ni si o 3 weeks ago. And no contacted us for say car na ready. Na ye person your presentation before ye be bokotoko game no. And na has impeni for say dey bi. Nya de on be pene ama on my presentation no before be game no. And no see you o matiase. Na say on the day I be super clash no so metimi a presentation na has impeni for say dey bi. Nya de on be pene. Then almost say okay and yabo game na wie na obi hu game no hu susan so no send the betting me still has in penny for the baby almost from and now almost your china almost from and now almost your china your friend watching almost a chinichi so almost toss you almost until finally and a has for a signal almost say a year and only 3 days there a quantum on betting your back almost secretariat on my bay presentation and Mugabe Musu say nya 3 days ago no bet me abere e bet me yes a presentation I just say Endra nti Endra e no ma kwan e mo koye presentation but clearly na bibia che say has in penny for
there be reportage we ye fan hook line and sinker o wo ho no o tete say na impenifo ni bi ka say omo mpre because Mugabe e ye kotokoni
omo ka organization on the kind
sir into you as a journalist and only the wote organizers no am ye hwan mo
SYZ boys ni
okay
Roger mo
ni ade and almost say na has impeni for na ntwe
because you do okra no ade na ye organized o ukọ ha na wa ba ha yes new building number ye call other side commercial center on so almost ye nkọ ha aside kra ba be ye I think 5 minutes to 10 o'clock and aside be do o do one tempo the motor nearby obantem be
na o twi
da no be na echi no
okay fine
nti obedru ye no and almost omo twen watara
na o she helmet
debre no she helmet no she
mama nka bibi nche ni sisi ansa wa to aso onima oyeye number 1 ye trump card a ode ye ko world cup world cup ni hian yo nti onti mi nya bibi abasa abi mu nanse onama Ghana fo nyina oda yakoma so onti mi ntra moto so a on she helmet unhu se no on she helmet
oh no she helmet no say me no buy
on she helmet hey ena ode de ba ho ena edi so mama ne kai ya na because listen ye kure ni mu on steady to asoma me
but Kelemi I sincerely feel say factors be brave and I'm a house for and representation on we no
but asem no na metie wi a o say proud to the house kotoko game no ena na person omo present man no ena house for so omo here ena
almost say during
the
day
na nkasa almost season
then after the game and so almost
no after the game no dey maintain but proud to the game dey be me say of course as for no so unze Mugabe ekotokoni e bia superstition ni mu koni ba it is part of the game into omonye but my concern here after the game no no person me presentation ni man no mo se omonye it has in penny for bena e ba 100
me who can be or then PRO aside you know
sir as his assistants now sir Raja can on your husband
no they be your has penny in charge of Obi man
project manager
yes project manager until who me gas on your has penny o dey age okay ti confirmation na me pe nti e ho no na hu ho no mo kan wo say wo kra the organizers be confirm ma say
because na me more pressure say na car ben kra no omo kra car na omo dey back kra dey bebre kra nim car ko omo dey ba if na ye ade no see a problem
but mo ko na car ni si ho
nti
after no why na e dey car ni ko Benjamin na
me hu no otwi ko ye nyina na ye wo inside ye o building ni ye buy na car ni yo
na Ben wo ho
na Ben su ni yo
sir okay
thank you what say that guys why no treat car no ko because me who so driving that
but money ne kasai
oh
Ben
ye ne kasai
when busa ne so onim driving
obi e mi sa no
sir okay go ahead okay Prince asa ana okay Brenya so ha Brenya kwe president worship
semedo ka we bi kakra na time ni ho
ye bi kebi
enye kotoko angano me be hyemu no a na nkamene ha sempinifo ne ya adwene se adwumadi na enyom adwumadi
yes that's why I'm skeptical I say
you can only go there and observe
yes
se car no papers ho e correct nipa no order na se enye wo adwumadi
and we say kra no
so
e Ben obeka se meje anase
menje
you don't have any authority
se obeka se on there be
Ben nya kra
se enye wo no obi chawade
and again minim the reason why ntia na the person or the car na che ne person or katre has in penny for answer
oh se for instance na o yepinipa
no
player no show bi ase
fine that's fine but was it a personal gift
you
say e bi ene opening bi say Brenya mitie na chale Kupa Charlie Brenya akọ some CNN we say bia akọ ye bia biaba. Enti Brenya make your range we. Ehia say oba ha be ka kire team no.
Say ni papa mu o se me ka kire omo. Ni papa mu pa o se me ka kire omo. Ni papa mu pa o se me ka kire omo. But say the reality enti say any a history enti say ni papa na declare.
Dia odeche no.
One declare.
Okay. Dia odeche no say be a show boat team bi wo ho ope.
Dia wo no ti obe declare.
Okay.
O hwes bi omo ya de na say kwaskotoko nipa ba ne aye. A politician, don't forget.
Yes.
Me person no be bem.
To the extent say the day of the game ne
No. Oh, be ade ni free ba.
But na
ono
omo so pay the mileage.
Mileage no. In fact, you na ba so no kasa okọ brother na si bi mi hu picture no so na ma si bi.
Papa na kasa.
Si bi hu bi sa.
Okay. Papa
Adongo.
Solid.
Why ade ye na ba so.
Na openi Adongo ni nso ye kotokoni.
Minim.
Okay.
Minim.
But we kra no kotokom be hu.
Ebe mu. Na me say, enye no me dey ba fa ho anka me ni has for no ni problem bia but anka mbem. Kale? Oh, you has kakra mo mujemu.
Me.
Yeah. So on kan your house. Oh, kuma say okotoko.
Dey be ma mentro mu yi.
Okay.
Se me watema en crying. Asaman kese su. Ani ni ntuo ni ntwie ma kodu ebri ekom so menya. Jojo me ho akoso mu a me wo house. Okay. Ye
Untra.
me trailing that door ni.
We are Kotokoni.
And yeah.
Trap.
Kele Chaskele fa unsa guti.
Adan minia.
Na asema to hasufo.
Me hu nkra ta bi.
When you say last season. Hasufo as of the 60th minute of the last game of the season, no more relegation.
Yes. I can't you know
Not about 60 minutes.
you know I can just 30
I
minutes.
cut 30 minutes, no more relegation. I'm say Afiombo Division 1.
Adan.
Next season ebe. Zone 1. Omunya Hasufo.
There be zone 3 mo.
Zone 3. Zone 3 benya Hasufo. There be zone 3 your top. And zone 1 your top.
3 how?
Zone 3 bebo benya Hasufo. And so Ko United and qualifier until obenya nkoko.
And now for now.
Ho and qualifier ho obenya Hasufo ni ho. Support and qualifier ko Tumi obenya positive ni Hasufo.
Na God ni has.
Na God ni has.
When na has any boy. Na
God. God any Hasufo.
Michael Kofi Oduro team no.
Michael Kofi Oduro team no.
Na God.
Na God any Hasufo. Ombo no hentema na se Newtown.
Baby. And I say through democracy.
Through Kumo any Hasufo.
Narrow numni has be.
Oh, Newtown.
No, but asem na wo kan no mentiase. Sep has position na odanye relegation.
Okay.
In fact, so when we need game bia kra wan hwe onko.
Okay. Unim say by the statutes of the Ghana Football Association.
Embrace them now, okay.
No. So would you, okay, for instance, my minister question with Tema Youth omo hen.
So they say my yire mu kra.
Dia enti Tema Youth every division 1, Eco division 2, Eco division 3.
Say embra na every omo.
Omo de ka.
Yes.
Ano omo ntua. Ano mama you say omo ntua. Et match bi omo bia e to 3 points. Ana match omo body da kwa ye tete.
I said saying
House of folk at the new Edibiasika.
player ben.
Yeah, a player. Salem.
You of course in 1999.
Because it's 19. Now, Edibiase F1 has a folk agreement. Has for end so.
New Edubiase.
New Edibiase Football Club.
Abdul Salam ne Alessa
Kume no mo.
Oche no
mo. The hard you know say. On my concessions bebre because club no omo do club no.
Nsanka enibo a etrem na
Etrem na ekọ. Ena ade we ohun. Eya Edubiasefo no yasa omo yesa ade we.
Amo be ya na omaye.
Omaye.
Amo activate.
Oh, massa. But before nipa be ti ase no. Debbie, give me the first letter. Dated 14th June 2023. Yeah, tell me yo. Case we are starting net.
And then clearly no. Baako mbu baako. Enti odi ebufuo na eye.
Ebuo eni sisie eni ne tie na amasem we kodo bibie duro no. Sebi ye set say wo mu do. Udi obi kakra kasa den kasa kire.
Me expect it ka bi o.
Eba me poni bia ma o. Onim say system no mo den kakra nti udi we kasa de.
Yen kan say chale metua okra wo ha.
Ni ba fro okra wo fa.
Eno wo say embremu kra no say bia o medoka 20 Ghana. We ya metuma ma 2 cedis.
Oh, say payment plan.
Yes, into me ma 2 cedis.
Mo kwa no ma say oh, ene ma ho de be so 3 cedis a day. Enti me boot scan nyina mu a e bia me 6 months na betua. O di 2 mu a na mo follow payment plan no. Na onim dia yakele. E kodu mre bi ma has mpanifo na dubiase mpanifo meeting o mo ye no. Contract on my sign has for mpanifo ko contract the contract for na ba say agreement no agree, penalty no agree any contract ni mu.
Na edubiase for nso wo the house for ne de abade for na na.
Dabi
Omukra old one.
Omukra old one no. But then kita omo o meeting na say. And I say look, say percentage we 40% a new agreement no say I say what do you mean?
No, but Brenya asem na wo kana interesting pa to was na church mu.
Okay.
So the background of the story is
player, edubiase player. Salem.
And
a house for some player. And I'm say e kokko bi dia no ntiyet min tone mamo. Ntiyet mamo loan. And obo loan no has for ne Cincinnati for agreement. I'm say oh, omani di Salem honti o the omra na loan no so ba o eye America no. Sika wom. Na edubiase for ne has for ne agreement on here say player na e kwama no ne a omo percentage wom. In fact, sika no omo 40% off sikana player na come because omo to na ma. But ni papa mu a wo club na player na boy ma sika we abantu for 60% na ma 40. Na obolo no wie na se to na omo transfer to na ko bi fufura your 5% was sika ni mu.
Edubiase for no 5%. Hold on. Edubiase ede na ma house loan. Ana maka tre house say time a obo mu loan e ba ne say club bu pe na okọ loan a sika beba.
Say oh to na your 40 more 60.
Yes, but
when enye sale a loan still 40-60 na dey mo agree on. Na mom say wo ye to na wi na okọ no say say to ni bi wa your 5%.
Okay, ya to na wi na menya me 40%.
Yes.
Mo ma fa 60.
Sika bi a be fi echa be bia no
owo ho no say o fi wa kwa.
O to na so sign permanently your 5%.
Okay. It has for je bam na.
Mo
be ma just 5%.
5%.
Then they see.
Of the second transfer.
Okay.
40% there no. Sky aba. Mo me bia ene. Echina 40% no. No mo tuka kra. Afidi aka na mo pese mo tua.
Aka say.
Aka be I think $70,000.
Cincinnati loan no coin.
Yes.
40% na ese new edubiase.
Eje no. O mo tua me na aka $70,000.
Okay.
And edubiase no kwa agreement say as scan tua ne ya mo dey. And in there on this day, who may $20,000 Sikano. It is a can quite a
match. And you know,
I give you this year.
And you got 70,000 and I can.
Yes.
Figure in your accurate, right? Into the young father said 70,000 and I can.
Yeah.
And Ubia say, oh dear, yeah, mamma date we would meet you at
$20,000.
Ashiegu.
That agree date. Scanamba.
70 number 20 in swam kind swamba. Into up to date and buy. Into development here then.
Enti the abane say said this man committee a codisi. Emma this man committee. Emma read it. Ruling
20 no amba no it be as a Troy. Kose.
Even before that no. Even before that scanner ba omun tua. Omun fi u from omun fa. And what's for the code DC?
No, yenya ne clear. DC no ni edubiase ne house na agree say okay say 70 no muntia and a 20.
Any agreement between after said DC na mo ruling say scan also mutua no. Say the scan no mutua. And the code DC ma mo ruling. so muntu eska no but scan so na ache ema na duase ni has focus trance ss scan de muntua mutimi ntua muntua we based on this date
now but
the agreement between the two clubs
this cinema has time frame ana omumfentia
omo rule ni ba pe you have 14 days by law to pay
but if it is strictly by law and yeah at then no man take has on
say no na omo waive that right no based on relationship in tea.
Oh okay fine
say kele me ni we nya asem ye nuanom
na court
irrespective ye nuanom ebia that just 17 also the call mra kwan so na eda ho what you say na look Collins mama second year we no intene edubiase for talk about this in say failure to respect decision and enforcement and on my chronology of events no 14th June letter na edo of
I know that Facebook nti won so ultimate join na ye hina hwemu kan ko
I say 14th June 2023 the GFA's player status committee rendered a decision against Hearts of Folk in case number via the 7th October until we ruling way by 14th June. Take note of the dates.
June, July, August, September, October.
2014.
2024,
right? 2023. First very thing, 2023. 14th June 2023. And 7th October 2024. 1 year after the fact. New Edibiasi, pursuant to its right, wrote to the General Secretary to invoke Article 15.2 of the GFA Disciplinary Code 2019 in application sequence to compel House of Folk to respect and comply with the status a year decision cited above. And Kusiaga, 13th November 2024. Surprisingly, no action was taken from the GFA way a GFA baby. General Secretary was yes,
General Secretary, yeah.
Of the Ghana Football Association, that's yes,
Prosper Harrison.
Also, can association and Tienko 7th October, 1 year after the fact, pursuant to above Yanko a year 30th November. Surprisingly, no action was taken. New Development sent a reminder, this time separately to both the General Secretary of the GFA and the General Secretary of the Disciplinary Committee. There were a series of follow-up telephone calls from the Vice President to both the Secretary of the DC and the General Secretary.
Vice President here,
of New DBRC.
No, near wine.
Alex Akumi.
Alex, see you.
Oh, and the Vice President cannot wine. GFA Vice President and Vice President.
Okay.
My friend say General Secretary, Vice President of the DBRC.
Okay.
That's my understanding.
Because the Vice President of the FA
8 minutes follow up. 6 solid long months later, the DC committee and the disciplinary committee indicated an intention to proceed with the matter, only for House of Folk to put in a letter 18th of March 2025. 18th of March, claiming there was...
Hold on, the disciplinary committee of the FA, no, say, mambra abeye juma no, and a house and so a troye.
Debbie, a dubious for troll letter no call this in this year, and fancy was and the letter command just get you know. No more the same way AI Samono, and no letter come my FA and say, oh, you need dubious for a car. See, bit your canoe.
Hold on. Tambena a dubious for a trocoy.
I know
the last time
13th November
last year
2024
last year
and the result indicates 6 months after this one committee no indicate say on by initiative process no and has for a kwasa so letter call say oh omo initiative a year settlement a year procedure
after 4 months
6 months now, dear, one want to say, I let we also get you for the chokuma FM because me na me de masama ba.
Sure.
Say, do the meka, do the end to your anti take action. Now, as far trouble say, oh, mini a year, Ohene-Bampoe. Now, some say, I'm posting the crow. How would the DC know?
And he has tried and then see.
How's trying, no? Okay. That letter did not originate from New Edibiase, and without any reference to and from us, should ordinarily not have been, tied or stayed the hands of the DC for proceedings with this matter, or for proceeding with this matter. Inadmissibly in principle, okay? They go 28 March 2025. New Edibiase wrote to the DC to declare the said letter and the proceed accordingly to the enforcement process as stipulated in this document.
Alex Akumi the vice president.
Alex Akumi the vice president. Alex Akumi.
And the CEO portfolio ni when is here New Edibiase.
CEO, I mean, you must say follow up near here.
Okay.
Why no more promoter by CEO?
Fine.
And the 28th, and Edibiase had choco for enforcement. 3rd April 2025, the JFA DC email to House of Folk, copy Edibiase. Collins, share email now. A year Edibiase no on the 3rd of April. Collins, go as Keleti. Dear club official,
we say the way no.
Where this letter now or trauma House of Folk on 3rd of April 2025.
And I forward the my.
Oh no, copy Edibiase.
I
say, dear club official, following the letter received from Edibiase Football Club on your inability to reach a payment agreement on your outstanding financial obligations, kindly note that the GFA Disciplinary Committee shall apply Article 15 of the GFA Disciplinary Code and with immediate effect. Will apply the disciplinary code
with immediate effect.
And from this day, also must be a husband will be also get 3 points.
March 25. And per the Awokano has the Kotoko game in head.
Oh, I've been
No, hold on. Has Kotoko.
I have been Sunday yard. I've been
Asanto Kotoko. Yes.
4th, right?
Yes.
4th. Kotoko 3.3 goals.
Bet me ajelege no.
Yes. If
3.3 goals.
Inti omon you see me ewiase we on. Ke ade a me here David and Goliath story. Obia kofa player.
Brenya who the Article 15 wa.
Maybe.
Be na kind of say. If truly no omo activated there then Kotoko 3 points.
Yes.
No, it's not because you cost the free day later we call here.
And say after the 25th no. Match is Ben
after 25th
of when?
March.
I know that game no ambassador no game against omo born omo ni
April March April May
March.
Okay, team ma me be sima ba ko na mi has for no omo games omo ball since the 25th of March no. Na yenhwe eno nso senior
asem no baby a edu no se atete kakra enti yenhwe na yenkɔ enim kakra mse embra de yembra everyone na review
mama mo so klabi to
okay enti Saturday no Saturday 25th of March no has Young Apostles 2-0 omu wie no games omu boy no
hold on communicate na they told so na time be almost 5 p.m. there.
Okay. And
3rd of April.
Time anyhow.
Okay, there be letter no. I divest chocolate 28th of March. But in fact 3rd of April. Yeah. And this activate here.
Okay.
And it's the 3rd need there April, right?
3rd of April.
Yeah, okay. You call April. April no 3rd of April. 4th 6th April has medium 1-0. The following week, the 13th of April, Omoni vision ebo 1-1.
You know that vision in your
point to medium answer point to all. Eduana somu 2-0 ewo midweek.
Assembly ni.
But I say I go back okay Eduana because 3.3 goals. Omoni Karela ebo goalless. And Karela and Penny for and we say na mo release statement say yema bibi anya fair and square say na be amunko relegation no mo point has any instratraman almost so enya 3 point wo sa point no e say agi free has wo ena Asante Kotoko nti Kotoko say ye the sa 3 point no ema Kotoko a nti say na league table no etisisi ano kele Kotoko eye 51 points. Otoso eye 9. Heart of Lions 53. And a Nations 54. BBN 56. And he said the 2 points no air Kotoko one. Kotoko a movie air to the third position plus of 11 goals. And he Kotoko penny for Montreal
Mamintra Bosumpo na menko United States of America. Mene the vice president of New Edubiasi in Dinkomo. Your friend Ora Alexander Akumi, former national team player, and ononso oni eba bedi enkomo no. Alex, bibia boko. Ze wo kasa wo form kakra nti wo maswa na nke Dinkomo. And I will retrieve crown for young Casa din sa. Who's there? Americano, young Casa car pressure be any was. They have been a woman to kill me. I got now, Papa crown, and then be no damn one. I put it for about opening. That's a pass. I know to say with me, any Casana. Assembly and or getting or any Brenya praise and worshiper or the buy, or to me, Josum, and me bonnet of fan. Sikebi and a house of folk, the mamu, Salim, Sika, Bia, a court now, bat, Nenam DC, ne coefi, General Secretary, Namatrono, the tintin man said, and nay, Assemna Kwaku, say, has into Yamuka. Na akoye bibi e wo ho me pese odi ye kwetre kakra na oboye mu nkomwa ebesi baby asem na kodu ene nti me interrupt you ye tie o.
Okay, we know see
but say la no voice no from pa o.
Okay. The mommy reason the one out to me say about change shout but
Okay,
sorry okay me want to tougher because honestly me hardly say we can say we but so sometimes no be home to us here when them no call for bias and I'm okay with you. Salim has a focus first of all loan, free loan with turn and with the loan or to the payment 30%. So a free loan within the loan offer people ask for 30% to him. So during the loan Moana Salim pick up a good form and you know now about say any abano me niba no from me side side na in your office aman nti any as we din common and ask for so the another offer by which is from Sintim-Koree until ba no na back and forth back and forth property mo find them en turn say na pe no to say nam 300 350 on e my na munji with 30 wom as for say no because of amnesty Sintim-Koree away corporation na mo show interest in it no but I think the offer na Sintim-Koree the why no a big honestly na with my record a big money so you try and say any people we train that ya my allergy fight ya ni mama ka road mama you ba say okay and we can't lose it because offer you 1 year there were 250 350 but you can't be see 120 no I agree 20 USD so we went ahead your mom payment plan no chebi they can number and now boy no buy Yema asked Nico loan for $50,000, which it was $40,000. So 40%. Sorry, 40% out of 50,000, 20,000 USD. So that loan fee never as a farmer.
Tobo. O say o call loan say has the Nico loan wo baby a edubia say has wo 30% and na edubia say na 40%.
the time now you're in my loan. Salim went to Asafok as a loan player because you're in my last day of the rotation. Now 2 hours, midnight cry. And because I'm even into now they were almost sure nasi. So okay, loan first. Next year you want to only that. Say Salim project. So hardly say the more be say at all. So you want to ask for loan. Would this loan no? So you owe 2 kwanya ask from 30 because property that's from 70. Until loan more na ask for buy some per minute. Permanent muna and I make a choice say that time na hot you know. Na mo so be offer from Sintim-Koree for almost $1 million. 1 million. So yes, we or 350 or their mark in Sweden. But into from Mamusa. So end up say in the moment $120,000. That's what we agree. Which if we say but we owe 40% on no transfer no. You find the same way 120. Now you're 40% or more. The 40% out of 1 million. You chimo never because 40% of 1 million is 400,000. 400,000 no plus your 120 no 520 to 520 there. That means your property. Yeah, it is a fair share, fair deal. Muso more 60 600,000. 600,000 no that means a fair. Kill it another one.
Just a proud to Cincinnati do no na has for any more akamamaton amom outright 120,000.
Out to 120.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Yeah, with you know, you move until 120 no more 50K. Until 50K no about in a period or say about. And I feel now Cincinnati for more 50,000 for loan. Loan no somewhere 20. That's 40%. The loan Sky has been a BI or doing BI 40%. So now 50,000 for the loan fee no. So 20 number. Number that up to the number. So you and I only say Ghana also obi do ka na a 2 years and ashi for football no the football car play team car na football second. So you say no na 2023 no na you choko the players committee no rule case in our favor. Say as in Chueka for the rest of the 50,000 no transfer fee na can no. Any one transfer no farmer no so no on my 20 no. That was June 2023. Your trains are embarked until November last year. Until Mr. Bimio, America. Until me go to me mail, me say, me go to me for them. Say, Charlie, actually, 2 years in the review. So I reminded as a folk, I wrote to them. Severally, they did no response. I called them, blah 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 blah. So I wrote to the General Secretary on October 7th to remind him of enforcement of the DC decision June 2023 for the Article 15 to be activated. So we told my General Secretary respond ambassador in October. So in October 7th and November 20th for somewhere about as I was send a reminder. I'm back. So HAA. So you enter January me bagana December. So when I'm saying no, I say me follow case. Me find out secretary of the DC na boss man. Now to find now my friend say boss man send him mail. Say. The go check here no so I say send him judicial matters info. We do call info. So no okay tribunal almost start the case. So much na start here. Now I'm more enforcing I'm show you now in the mail. As a folk responded with that omni veterans na omni akasa. Until you call on no kasa by SMP in this year. We end up say you have a settlement period. And it's kind of so TTB so.
And settlement period no. Na the 50,000 na or call loan no ewo Cincinnati no 20% no. Any 120,000 no. Omutu 50,000 70 na aka na.
No, my 70,000. I don't mind 50 first. I don't mind 10. I don't know what you are 70,000.
Okay.
Yeah.
Entina aka 50,000.
50 and 20 of the loan.
Okay, loan. Okay, fine.
If you know, this is true and normal class. Now, let me say, money and Kasa, much of this is a money asset. Okay, na call it. You know, Kasa, no, my 2 days or 3 days. So, almost I can't slash in a maybe. Any could you want to say, okay, but the entity so now, your tears, yes, almost as a chairman, which is minimum. Yes, because the loan fee no naba. Into no magic. And the 7 day idea my. Now we so we share now your balance number. Into my 3 days. 3 days every single day. And I told my this say as for only say so they should go ahead and work and go and proceed with the case.
Vice who say baby assembly do no. Amanfo dodo na wo interest wo ma ye pese ye pen poma sibre. Enti omutu ya 70,000 and the 20% of the 50,000 loan na okoye no. Mo trance na mo tetete so no. Mo tete so sen mo di bi che o mana. Enti na he na eso omutu ya.
Ye di bi che o mo. Ye tiase wo ho. E say sa period do na mo ntime ya and the case because some moments say program within the show until on my 2 days. After 2 days, 2 minutes, now we are going back to a casa on 20,000 out of 20,000 of the loan fee. Now I'm on castle the Karamodiano. What you say?
Internet say 50,000 na some of the cast 70,000. So much you have 50, 10, 70 na aka 50 outright. Into 50 no more the chair.
Yes, it says for the period. So what you try is ask away for within a week or say and the echo.
Oh, okay. Intinaka me tiwasi ya edu baby no so okay. Ahon kire wo ho. Ye tiase ye mamu 2 days. Mo de mutimi tua 20% of the 50,000 na e ka ni nyina ahye na eno ano no. Na emo mo ntimi entua de a ye be san gini nyina. Okay, great.
So this am I ruling by email? Say with the letter and the bank say it when your settlement. They are going ahead to activate the Article 15 of the disciplinary code with immediate effect. That's the 3rd of April. So 3rd of April by with the effect of that decision. I mean, from there as for much we are so forfeited. But then I actually officially we are thinking say we are a decision of a letter to us officially, like I was expecting it. So my friends are and I'm a month ago now. 2 days ago, I bill now. I come from on they don't mind. So I could be a meeting kakra now phone so na. No say Indra no say me letter come.
O say Yakubu frɛ efe no mu bia na house for.
I be ask for. Okay. If we do no money answer. So now say the show letter no efe General Secretary Leadership matter say they should go ahead. We are waiting for them. At least say TBB say there are 2 points or my official decision. I better file so or because that the immediate effect tells us that the case has been ruled, but you only tables you official or say about officially. No be a media no clubs no be a say be bowling na yes but you people like I say na letter no say no, so letter signed because in Brano tricky. Some judicial tricky do because was send no mail on sign no. You say be more room because want to be and disrespect will be sir. So you say this a go ahead. No, or explaining my within the few days it's up. Say the immediate effect tells us that from the 3rd of April, as of folk is going to Article 15 it also be very purchase portion, never be very until not come out with it. Say catch us so we shouldn't worry. The 15 starts effect. So as a lose that much is not moving from the 3rd of April. So we lose, fine. Then we go. Till they pay us, they keep losing the points.
But some activate the Article 15 with immediate effect. Yeah, say plain language. Plain
language.
Yes.
So also has 2 points now.
Okay.
And I think that's all. There's all to. Yeah.
Okay. Now, me follow up question is here and say, no. And now some more grace period. Be say, and I can 20% of loan or coin and 50,000 USD now. Does it mean say, a cabi or mudimu more je?
Yeah. Oh, tell you any settlement on paper beer.
No. A canana more just here.
Yeah.
A cano, 50,000 plus 20% of 50,000.
20%. That 40% of 50,000, which is $20,000.
Oh, okay. And in total, no, say has mama $70,000.
Yeah.
Okay. Na mu use rate ben and I'm more the dollar na amope.
Oh, $dollar. I show USD also.
Okay.
I show USD.
Okay. Wow.
GH so. See once I show the USD tonight. Which one? And now the they show. You can time out. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Inti what trauma the FE say how far on?
Yeah, of course, I try my FE, yeah. Say occasional check for no be matter on the choice I check, but if you think about say and I would kind of say with the immediate threat in the dummy conquer. But because say that we are trying no one say oh the plain word on the paper of the GF letterhead. Though if you know matters, though according to do stuff no station. Say no, I started I don't know it's working. What
Okay.
I say, but maybe another lawyer so different interpretation. Okay. Do.
Okay.
Trauma. This
But the one kakra say sanka new edu bi ase for the nka amane has for ye okay crowd. Na dey na say me do say.
Kele won say only asempa we body pa me boa. Ba auto block. Sa te ba ko turn block. Me boa.
No cray.
If you se mo titipe different adwo kra no okaso upadi body no so I graduate from
Ramba and mo dey ampa.
We business. Business. And yes kapa. And I fashion will be happy.
I feel say mo at a point say has a disrespect him dodo.
Oh, of course, I'm disrespecting. As my 50,000 grab by one by my win fee
and na why na when any daily was has why
that's a folk missing body I like you do most be on fire sometimes when we show officially I be regional so kasa MD by crime na kasa twice that's what's happening na kasa our phone so
okay
no ni mushi ono a new man the committee no who any so yeah no who fire no I like you know the Jonas there. I know, say administrators no more holiday. They know about it. Yeah.
Okay.
Then accounting. Yeah.
Okay.
Now.
I could say what kwacha dudu and as here word o tran o kakra.
Oh, habi me ba March ba April 7th. Ntina me ba Ghana December 1st. Ntima be che Ghana and I want say me wa fi wa ha kwara no so wa. What I say? I mean, Papelins no graduate on Navy last week, and they are kind of super college and back home this school as the responsible for that. You need to be there anytime. Family bond, your responsibility, very key.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a decide to look at it. Okay, 1 month for the meeting, but maybe summer. No, I say me enjoy my family.
Ampa.
Yeah.
Na adena efikafo ya na mo de mo mba nyina akọ abrochire na mo nyina akọ school or aden.
Oh, yes, I plan in life.
Okay.
What I say?
Okay.
Plan in life. What I say.
Okay.
I say, Ubiani ni plan, Ubiani ni shishe.
Ampa.
Intino, she say, was there unemi? Tema. Yeah.
Plan
What I
ampa.
say.
Plan ampa.
So planning very well for the future. I say, Intino, me plan no. Say, very located.
Ampa.
That's about what I say. Won't call a straight here. The end is the key. By my mude, a pharmacy. So plan.
And yes, our plan wins so. Ye nyina nso besia bi why we enche da anya bibia why ye nyina nso besia why
bia odi no o kana wana plan be okay ama
David now plan anya yi wa me dia na be yi ai chairman
yo
chairman Mr. Why? Okay, thank you very much, chairman.
Kata se passe exam na me mayo
Everybody you make a trend.
Na one cast na say we
Debi na dey see ye there. Debi na dey see ye. Ye kan same biom. Ooh, chairman.
Manda.
Anko ye o.
Charlie. But it's unfortunate say he lose to players. Me blame team no. Let's be honest.
Yes, na phone so ni we go ni den. Ade amfa ye njintu me.
Amfa who say they are analyze, but the Ateta is not it's not a winning mentality coach. It's not a trophy winning mentality coach. Or but you fika back on show ye. You haven't shown it. You haven't shown it. Or near but the end the once experience na the coach the winning trophy. What you say? You know, Luis Enrique why be winning trophy. So once was sister team no, we won team no. Filippo Zaki, winning trophy. Was sister Inter before Inter a third force of four force was a bathroom. We raising what I say. We Conte or winning or cup winning coach or Napoli or fighting. So we need that. He's a good coach, but we need a winning mentality coach. We are overcome that. But he's good. Yeah. Okay, se passe away. Now me came on now. Whether we need whether coach Champions League pana.
Okay, pains ni wo mu still into the yendi enkomo ichiri. Why? Okay. Okay.
But there's a platform also.
Thank you, sir. Okay. Alex Akume, Vice President, Emma New Edubiasi. Brenya me say, what seven we no cry. Any assembly bad debut.
Mami kind.
Article 15 here then.
Has forbid the abase assassin me judge no mudu.
O say assembly no sisi a wo gidire mu no sisi confirmation aba.
You see, ese wo gidire because
There be almost see ahondin medical na pay na say ahondin ahondin.
no, you see,
we me nyere.
no, you see, obi ese wo ye kwa because FIFA kwa no kele adio chia ni David and Goliath story.
Abesa osun buy.
FIFA adio chi ni say
O sisi camp ketwa
team ketwa ordinary player amount onward transfer agreement say basikeba I would because FIFA and Chisha no say small clubs now omo etete players no to climb up the food chain no say uyo omo bukata na etina bi omo enkonya the next Salima na te say wu gu agro no inti eba no David and Goliath na say we omo ko FIFA kran again the 1 week.
Article 15 Kele. A failure to respect decisions. Anyone who fails, and here we are clause 1. Anyone who fails to pay another person, such as, in bracket, player, coach, or a club, or GFA sum of money in full or part, even though instructed to do so by a body, a committee, or an instance of GFA, CAF, FIFA, or CAS decision, financial decisions, no diabano, or anyone who fails to comply with another final decision, non-financial decisions, passed by a body, a committee, or an instance of a GFA, CAF, FIFA, or by CAS, A, would be fined for failing to comply with a decision in addition, B, would be granted the final deadline of 14 days in which to pay the amount due, or to comply with a non-financial decision. C, in the case of the clubs, upon expiration of the aforementioned final deadline, and in the event of persistent default or failure to comply in full with the decision within the period stipulated, a transfer ban will be pronounced until the complete amount due is paid or the financial decision.
Opare Ado labi communication officer.
Kwame Parado.
Or reaction.
Miami near Kwame Parado.
Okay. Mr. Opare Ado, Michel Nano pay.
Only am Juso.
Na bibi aboko there.
Yamia Domia Hoya, Samomo.
Papa, BBI. Asamuni fie ene anope new edubiase for ensem edi identity.
Only Brenya Mako fast maba no.
Obian fasting bian by. When say assembly wo hodi dada. Na mpem aha tie na eba ni say nso dia na ehia so nso uchirem. Enti we dia mi mbusa question bia chirechire me.
Kile medase mami chobi oti wena no pay na em say men kan tintin bia em say the issues raised by Edubiase no. This morning I've also had discussion with one of them. So what I can say is that yes, it is true say has to folk in any Edubiase a agreement on Salim. Hello?
Yeah, meet you pao, Nana, meet you.
Okay. The initial transfer fee, $120,000, has to focus to $70,000 at the money with the BRC. It player no eco PM or Cincinnati, Na whatever that we are expecting from that movement, no say no quantity say loan. So we're all expecting that after loan, and then it will be a permanent transfer. A permanent transfer, so they are then whatever that Sika and I say Nyaka Umwa at the because we were going to get a certain amount. Yes, you be at the amount. But unfortunately, Sintim-Koree, it didn't go that way. So the player came back again, meaning that Senkeska Ibinya Ibi Omudi and Amamono, Sikano Ankoba. Inti yanomu etnasi a year negotiation. Ama yina yati yahwasi. Ama mumpo ekanse. Well, it is business. Just like where just normal business. Sometimes it will go well, sometimes it will go bad. It doesn't mean if there's evidence clearly, just like this issue, saying that it is not but just like normal business, it didn't go well. In amount of that amount to grumble on the year free home. So we not now see I discuss here, then it is left with that $20,000 which we have agreed, not that we are running away from it. Say the 20,000 idea, but we have sat down again and spoke about it. For me, I think that it's rather unfortunate. Say, this will be going around on radio. Possibly. That is how I see it. That it is when the issues get on radio, and they are thinking, and to the mind of some people, it will push the image of the club so that they will be able to get whatever is due them within this time. But I think that Hasselhoek is not running away from it. It is business that we did, and we stand by it that whatever it is, the club will honor our part of the obligation.
Okay. At this point, may hear clarification.
Okay.
One, new Edubiase for one say, the player ne mom say 120,000. Mutia 70,000. Now after 70,000,
which is right.
Yes. Now aka 50,000. Yes. Now omo ka se loan bia e ba bia no omo beje say 40% from the loan. Which are na 20,000. And the 50 and the 20 ni san so be 70,000. Now meeting na omo ne mo ye na omo ka say okay business ye o ya eto de bi ye eto de bi ye nti and for that matter no omo cancel the 50 na nke ye say omo de mamo no omo beji 20 no within a time frame na say within that time frame no say mo ntimi entu aska na mo ma then omo beji omo ka ni nyina.
Okay, so now this is the issue. Maybe I can't cook see me say me to ask you free. Only say me no call into an agreement that my main one city within between now up to close of Thursday and then Thursday. Now by close of Thursday, why we shall not say unti me and just one city now because of some conditions. There's nothing that stops you from going back to the person or going back to maybe a sanction will say come and pay that money, to go and have negotiation again. In this case, say if it is a decision from the discipline committee, I'm only giving you an example. Say that amount should be paid before close of Thursday 5 p.m. Now say by 1 p.m. No, it cannot go that way for me. The rightful thing to do is that you go back to the club, you go back to the discipline committee, and let them understand that okay, many club no akakushia was you in the you mesa America a better menu. No more this or there's nothing wrong with that. And that's exactly what the club has done. There's nothing wrong with that.
And the time frame no so no must also get back to the
we continue to discuss with them, we continue to negotiate with them. That's okay. As the amount, this amount. We're expecting that Ebi and Kasaiska will be free have a back. Then we'll be able to also continue to do business with you. Don't forget that as we a club and as we a company, you don't do business with Ebi Brenya. You do business way back. That's where you weigh their share, way back and where you weigh their share. It happens to every football club. So it is all about what you say, air corner, and to be you can go back to the club and say that yes. Say, but Mr. say, but America, I'll come and settle it. You understand? Immediately the club accepts it, and our club needs you to what they call back to any sanctioning authority. They will say, okay, then we want you to fulfill something for them, and it works.
Okay, new education problem. After say munya no, almost they feel disrespected because anytime we place it in call and I say trying to get in touch with authorities, emails near the we treat you anyhow. Fra fa enti na sem no edu ha no. Sanke ndu ha.
Kele bin chawano kra. On the issues of disrespect that nobody wants to be disrespected. Exactly. So if there's an issue of disrespect, then me to be radio so because I would disrespect you or I would disrespect you into my phone and they have one of their own. Also, we have 3 or 4 brothers. Call one of their own, have discussion with him that it is not a matter of you're disrespected. And I say sometimes one gets a crab in the sometimes Brenya bit my friend me. He has my private line. If you bit my friend me normal or my friend me private line. If he doesn't get me, I have to get back to him, maybe after a day or even in the evening. It doesn't mean that I've disrespected it, but your understanding of disrespect too should not be taken away from you. Because Ubia was not here. You understand? But I can confidently say that we will never show disrespect to them. They should agree with us. Say,
okay, per your submissions is here. I know say you've spoken to one of in Penny for more agree on dance here.
Oh, Unia, and ya agree on next year and say me the barber to have say. They are sure say the senior one who was talking is in Germany or so that I understand. US, yes, that I understand. So definitely they will communicate and then they will also agree on what we have discussed with them this morning so that we all make this and move forward.
Okay, but now no asem no enya a twist kakra because the disciplinary committee verdict be aba clearly no almost activate the article 15 of the GFA disciplinary code which is with immediate effect na minim monsa akambi send and share.
What's it? GFI?
Me say there is this communique. Yensa kebi waha. It's from the DC. And they almost say activate the Article 15 of the GFA disciplinary code, with immediate effect. Set muntimi entua ye no. And I say monsa akambi then more ye wo.
Well, Kelly, the same thing. Osaka, that's your culture. Say, I'm on race. When they are saving, never ban. I say, never ban. When you go back to the FA, menini pa kuno apunya agreement into saying na metia na aya ya pamwa kwa.
Okay, nti we say no.
And yes, say ubu when you go so flat cry the answer apa kwa to say nia mrani de sha no ubu when you go so.
Okay, na the issue is unse omo chroba na mako we nso aba na mako. That doesn't mean say scan so do nti na muntimi ntua na.
Oh, it is not about say you cannot so and I say you can this accept. You understand? This is business.
Sure.
You must always make sure that you manage your way well. You understand? So it is not about the respect and that will be so is COP. You get it? This is business, and then you make sure that in business, there are a lot of businesses that you do in business. You make sure that at all times, you continue to do what is right and continue to move on.
Okay. And it's after this particular communique, this need by say almost activated Article 15 of the GFA disciplinary code with immediate effect. My sign so any omedi and come to resolve one.
Also, no cramp can say the club has started. The two parties at Nasi at the home common, but subsequently, if you want to offer in Sanka Abia, official immediately, and that is where my understanding, the issue all is coming from. Not just saying, offer anything, and in Sanka, then he wouldn't have taken this action on going on radio. You get it? So that means that the two clubs are still in touch. The two clubs are still discussing it to make sure that it is resolved.
Okay. Opare Kwame Ado Labi. Yebeda wase, but the crux of the matter is say, new edubiasi say omoji omutika inti munti amo. Brenya so ne wokata. Okay.
Brenya today.
Si kana chedudu opare.
Chedudu.
Ah, adi Sintim-Koree ni. Almost from so monfa. But they who say no kotoko match na board drum money aje no 3 points ni go. Oh, by 3 points go also be see o.
Points na car in outside 3
points. Anyway. Opare yam fancy na but other interesting in news are circulating is kana Benjamin Asari nyaye no and ran na some allegations e cause no say na has impenifo ni beam per se player ni J because obi ana all front seka ne beba ne nche no eye kotokoni sasem no kraba na wom
obi ana all front say they can't be managed
front all front Mugabe na off
okay. Oh only my brother the story is not true. Sebi Mugabe or Kotokonia, you cannot stop him from associating himself with the club or supporting. But even in that, when you say the war party was the mass about Aras. So it is on part the part and fam my on frontier the part and fam my a better than I said the ordinary Yamuba, and I said the war party, and I the Homoja at the Bababo Aras. You understand? And I said, so and yes, boy, nimbo, and if you are the number teacher, say, me fronted the car, Bremun, teaching Chinachi, Monja Colano. The guy has been in that rust even before the Nasa require over House of Fugana or nationality. So it doesn't, whatever the story is, I don't think it is true.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
And now, Ghana for Abu Benjamin Asari, Onimka treated Adana.
Oh, can't some of the man, no. When I got to the office, he himself drove it away.
Oh, really?
Yes, he himself drove it away.
Oh, okay. Now, because now
he himself drove it away. But soon say in driving there, go to man driving in town. You ever catch us driving car? It's a different story.
No,
driving
correct,
it's a different story. But once you can move the car and drive around, and it is good for him. We appreciate.
Okay, Tobo. Where they were for due respect, you know. Now, Benjamin Asare, our lances are Yedipika. What are they?
What's that? On the lighter note, who showed the disrespect to even you?
Oh, they be bacho. Oh, bye. Oh, bye.
Oh, on the lighter note, maybe I'm finding serious. Well, the issue is that you have to own a car before you get a license. You understand?
Okay, but okay, fine. We are at the
okay. So I said,
yeah, quite past some cramba.
Okay. Well, count the bar. I'm assuming they are bad.
Okay, fine. Only lances now more share money to car. I don't know. But yeah, why would you just because maybe there may who say oh 2 car until just why?
Particularly, this is me the mercy.
Okay. Thank you.
You, Miss Medawasi.
All right, okay, good. Brenya, Mr. New Edubiase Asem no. Ye hu ni puma sibre pa. Say la audio say opopare say wa frɛ obi ofrɛ no na nke say me buta ne say hwan kra no frɛ agi ni nsem.
Unim say opare ni Tumi. Deɛ wayɛ no ɛyɛ abeg no ɔkɔhu o.
Oh yes.
Oh, mama kan radio so. Ba asɛm na nkasa mu na obi de aba sɛ hwan na Alex ne omu negotiate. Aka mi no do te.
Yes. O say Alex crack kan.
Aka mi no do te. Na aka mi no do te ba ko board member. Ba ko project manager. Na PR of the cabinet consider same.
No, but you see the PR no so at this point no. Nin say ma all can carry weight because on be gyina ha enkasa keke.
Protected. Yeah. And there why no. PR no why. Wo bo club no ho din ho buy from a fee. I can assure you that by next month this case will still be there. When him dey I can mini odo 21 frɛ Yakubu.
Aden.
See Yakubu from home fa until musu so mbefrɛ. That is the problem.
Charlie, but 20K there, Charlie.
But 20K bio.
20K bio.
Kala 20K bio. 70K.
No, but operate almost science in your muku.
No, because see, nipa no say, Kelly, what they make 70K, but me they all they make 70K.
Yeah, no plan so. Yes,
I don't say
video car 70. What's a watch any?
Omu ye house for. Na ye ndi biase for ni no mu bi kaba.
Because
ye ni o biase for no kaba for.
Hold on.
You know bi kaba.
And yan for 20 ni chair.
Me say omu ye house for. Alex ni Yakubu. E house for. Na ye ndi biase for no. You know mu bi kaba.
Into what say can asem ni wi a mo edubiase for no me internal petition.
You mean internal petition say $70,000
because about the say no bi do ka 70,000 I was me dey 50,000.
Yakubu, me di hu ya pa. But on record, any 20,000 biom.
Yes, any 20,000.
Yes, 70,000.
No, I see. Assembly say, what they make 70.
Charlie, he hold me down, and I'll forever be grateful. You know, since you show me to soccer bet, I see grains. Talking of good cash out, fast payout, high odds, and total odds accumulation, bro. It they go on for this side. Charlie, that be high for day. I be you know that, bro. Soccer bet they do the most. Then my interface they catch me. Smooth navigation and easy access to all the sports games through any virtual games you choose.
SoccerBet has all you need as a punter. High odds on pre-games, live games and interesting virtual games to instant virtual games as well. Don't be left out on all of this. It's a good thing you join the fun side. Make the right choice today and enjoy all the goodies that comes with betting with SoccerBet. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Bet responsibly, not for persons below the age of 18. Gaming can be addictive.
open fridge ya. Don't be shambia bako by. Neso entry when you kania. And how and no one high sense. High sense. Na high energy efficiency standard for anyone sa Chaskele. And no stress e kuli pa and say you kania. Na banefeswa we dead there. Every single door side by side I must so any cross door nyina. High sense wo fridge send fata wo. Me check de wo here ni bi at the mouth. Say your vegetables, or drinks, one nam, the way diamond no. High sense long lasting cooling no. And manaya fresh at Brenya. A 28 April, a copy 8 May. A high sense refrigerator promo. So high sense fridge, never fear your gum. High sense, everyday prices for everyday people.
Happy Mother's Day greetings from Airport West Hotel. Celebrate the special women in your life with a Mother's Day buffet lunch with local drinks and a special gift for Mama. Rate 450 Ghana cedis per head. Date Sunday, 11th May 2025. Time 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. Remember, there's a special gift for every mama. Take advantage of this offer now. Advanced reservations required. Call 0204 339 005 or 0244 358 802 or follow on socials at airportwest.hotel. Happy Mother's Day from Airport West Hotel, Accra.
When God made you my mother, he was being good to me.
This is the home of champions.
Charlie, today be my lucky day. I just download the Betika app for Google Play Store. Where I do some small deposits. No, boom! Betika dash me 100% free bet. Free day beeper. So me, I place my bets sharp. I no go door. Again, so make you no slack. Download the Betika app now and grab your free bet. Remember, terms and conditions apply.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Bet responsibly, not for persons below age 18. Gaming can be addictive.
When I get home and want something quick to chop, everything there inside, groundnut milk and sugar. I only need some water, so kiss made easy. Kivokari make for your office, boarding house. Everything there inside, groundnut milk and sugar. I only
Kivo 4-in-1 Gary mix. Soakings are easy. This advert is FDA approved.
You just got added to the GoTV Best Football Friends chat group. Let's go. Final. It's finals time and all the biggest players are in it to win it. Catch every Premier League, La Liga, Serie A, Champions League, FA Cup, Europa League, Conference League. To cut the long voice note short, you know who'll be there for you when you need to watch the finals. Stay connected to catch all the biggest football finals with your best football friend. GoTV. Love it.
Crucial we have
now team Ben awo amanone about today.
Oh, so be any.
Mini man can be buza. Where then?
Team who support your own casa be.
Any then?
Oh, so win.
Then Barcelona. What's the team out about you then?
On casa be.
On casa be. That's a win-win situation. Eh, I know we win. Then
the White Angels.
Madrid.
We are Madridista.
Sir. And Ingress in where?
England.
On shed ampe. And the archie are the Yankupon Ayrton super ego so I will be power Spain.
Oh, there you
Anyway, why? And some good in some and some wa. Luis Enrique Akasa. Hakshraf Hakimi. Edin Komo. Ina Al Khalifi numina akasa. Hey, esikafu nyina akasa. And some wo. Arsene Wenger trying to drain just after the game. Arsenal players need to say omobeko nsuo taa pɔnkyerɛ ne ɔgye wɔ unia so na de aka no fire on ho
Nuncho Wandaboshi Akpera Mauna Gode ala muchas gracias Dios mucho obrigado.
Inti kasa say na waka no. Gan. Any day. Auza. Aigbe. Four. They be wa unti wa kasa account uni muto be for na ba. Kana wa na me yade.
Nuncho Wandaboshi.
Erade eda wase.
Nuncho Wandaboshi erade eda wase. Na gode ala.
Na gode ala hausa no.
Muchas gracias Dios.
Eno se den.
Spanish.
Any dem be.
Mucho obrigado.
Eno se Portuguese.
Italian name.
Obrigado yede.
Oh, thank you God.
Oh, that.
Obrigado.
Good. Kwe.
Okay, in Sintim-Koree Yenchen Samnase, and free UEFA most prestigious interclub competition. That is the UEFA Champions League and draw semi-final second leg no echo. So I'll pack the plan. Paris Saint-Germain Abobo Kono and Arsenal and the game no ashishe so at the end of 90 minutes no now Paris Saint-Germain teach the academy you know and the good Arsenal for 3 months.
What's obrigado ya den casa.
Obrigado, muchas gracias.
Obrigado.
Spanish.
Obrigado, baby. Portuguese.
Oh, Spanish. Opa, check it. Spanish.
Obrigado.
Check it.
Thank you. Enti masa, kasa na wangane.
Muchas gracias, Dios.
Ano ya den?
Muchas gracias, Dios.
Me say obrigado ya den.
Like what my family so now train.
What do you mean? But that's the wow. Ya che wo wiase yo binia.
Muchas gracias Dios. Thank you Lord. Was Spanish mo. Mucho obrigado. Portuguese.
Last year. Oh. Portuguese. Adani Spanish. Wallet. Obrigado a
Muchas gracias Dios.
Obrigado ni eden.
Ana mucho obrigado. Portuguese.
No cre. Ko maza. Edi party e.
Enti say ana tie Fabian Ruiz. Ana di kan e wo so atena no. Ana ma Paris Saint-Germain. Ashraf Hakimi. Ana ba ko epe so Bukayo Saka. Ana nya mpata goal no. Ana ma Arsenal boboko no. Into on aggregate no. Acquire 3-1 in favor of Paris Saint-Germain. Omonso etimi ebu amaketemo eri akopiemo the grand finale of the UEFA Champions League. We need the second time Paris Saint-Germain aboboko no etimi ewuremo the UEFA Champions League finals nimo na say enetie Luis Enrique ana oya manager adema Paris Saint-Germain aboboko no eni ebisa say final na wewuremu krampo no etene sen ono say final no ekoyie edemo mo papa Eyom de, eyom agwahoa se enei omatimi awuramu the grand finale no se onye piemo awo eye Paris Saint-Germain so ye as manager no and the scene ni so se enei obetimi awuramu eye the UEFA Champions League. Se kwan na mo nam so no kwan pa mo nam so a hwiebe omokwakoji bonso ano ede aba.
It means a lot. Everybody is dreaming with getting a Champions League final, and our first goal when we arrived to Paris was to making history, and we are in the right path.
Enti enene insama Luis Enrique and so attitude ya yasan ebisa ne se ene okwakohia Inter Milan the grand finale na sen and asa game no ebesifa akọ ono si two game no mkwakobon two teams ni na nimpefe se game no emu beya den papa or say ohwe the previous 3 seasons yabo Champions League na Inter Milan etimi ewuramo finals no impre mienu so ena o mawuramu inti clearly game no emu beya den papa but say for now ne de energy nkwa.
Yeah, it's going to be tough, but I think they have the same feeling. I think it's going to be an interesting final, very difficult for both teams, but yeah, that's a moment, a special moment for all of us, for them also, and I think they are getting the second final in the last 3 years, which means that they are a great team, but we have time to analyze Inter in deep. Now it's time to celebrate, to try to enjoy, and to have some rest.
Luis Enrique and Yebisani said this season in the Champions League, no, watching Manchester City, I and Wejuma, watching Liverpool, Bobo Kono, Aboneti, Aston Villa, Wayan Wejuma, and if you put all the Arsenal, so I pay so home and away, you know, with Dioma Sam at the amount kama Elho, and then Yebisani said, Hon Sam at the same, oh, no, say, and Pempi, almost England, what? No more to 2 young Pia at the Basel, now say, the French League, and yet. Quiafo League, Omukodo, Mekone, in Chinese, Mukoneba, Eba, Nefimpono, Omabe Rom home, no Mabesia can watch Chomo Pa Sampa, the French League, Ano, and your Farmers League.
The League of Farmers, no, we are the League of Farmers, but sometimes, yeah, it's nice. It's nice. I think now we are enjoying the not only the results, but also the compliments of everybody speaking about our team. We are a young team, but the mentality and the character and also the play of how we play football, I think it's nice and it's awesome. I have to congratulate my players because they are great.
Ashafa Kimi and so akasa na yebisan say finals no mawuram krate ne sen ono se nanu die nsem asa onim ne obekampo na mom omo enjoy moment ni ye pa na ombeto aso akonkoden se ombetimi trophy no aba Paris.
Don't have any words. I think I just enjoying this moment. We are really happy for what we make to arrive in the final. I think we deserve after hard work since we started the season. So now is moment to enjoy and keep working to bring this trophy to Paris back.
Nasser El Khelaifi, president Adema Paris Saint-Germain Aboboko no ono nso ato nanu die nsem ade apetimo ama ye bo enano pay na won so wate o se feeling ye great pa so o mawura mo grand finale no se draw no na very very tough o se tough matches pa and o boy bo bunya gidie mapa e wo mo manager ne mo players ne mo and efempo no o mo fans no so emu.
Great feeling to be at the final. You know, I mean, after a long season, tough season, we just our objective to qualify from the group stages. People forgot that we had 4 points, 3 matches. We have to win all the 3 matches. Losing against City here 2-0, and you know, to come back. Then we have Salzburg, we have Stuttgart. So it's really tough draw, tough matches. The team been progressing, but always we had the good faith, honestly, in our coach and our players. Our fans, amazing fans here, especially home. So, you know, you're coming from almost group stages, out of group stages to the final.
Tobo. Enti Nasser El Khelaifi no oni. Wow. Uzikeni nini?
Adesika mfatano.
Efatano na mo de enya ya na mo zika mfato.
Oni no, ni wa kaza oni no.
They be so a nice man.
Ah, okay.
Oni papa nini e?
No.
Ozikeni nini e ono na wo Paris Saint-Germain. Dini e den?
Nasser El Khelaifi.
And wo third one fane eto ne. De o chief mu mbae no. Friend Khelaifi ancestry ku ana onto ne badin.
Na so oni mo be bia na me continue na menya wo. Se bi nya hwe wo.
Enti omo to Isaac, eto Jeffries, eto de keka ho no. Omunim Isaac ni Jeffries no.
O da bi se otu obi abadiami na minim ni se
fa first name ni keke ma no.
Naze
de bi ba ko no.
Khelaifi.
What it?
Naze
edin wo impact. Ana wo friend John Mahama. And I kufu adu no nso enyi better than president.
Yeah, where is Apia Stadium? You say wa baba wa to in Joma. Oba Joma.
Ko o ataba me ka no untie wo.
Na ka me de ne batu mu.
Na se me so emenya bad sa. Wane to mi ni.
Mikel Arteta Anna and Yebisan said last season, ultimately Arsenal Remo or the quarterfinals this season, semi-finals and on Remo progression and practice on a no crap. The team no more bomb year papa. Now also this season, Champions League no more boy no and shut down your papa bia no more boy. Also competition no na emu and shut down and your deal ho. Now bo no more boy in a box ni mu kwa na dangerous so strikers any goalkeepers no no the Ogidi pass Arsenal Boboko no 2 legs no boni na omo bobo no bebrebe echen Paris Saint-Germain Boboko no. I say right after the game cramp no Uramo Paris Saint-Germain dag out ni ma na coaches ni bi ka say Arsenal in a dominating game no ho na Donnarumma in a save Paris Saint-Germain Boboko no.
100%. I don't think there's been a better team in the competition so far, what I've seen. But we are out tonight. We deserve much more, I think, in both games. But this competition is about the boxes, and in the boxes there are normally the strikers most of the time and a goalkeeper, and he was the best player in both games.
Arteta said better team be any no. You see, Arteta at this point should be honest with himself. How can you say this?
Say coaches ni be Paris Saint-Germain coaches ni be the kind. Say on the day crampon Arsenal were better than them. And Louis Enrique so after saw Casa and Enrique so beka say Obia and Casa. Oh, Obia and Casa.
Unjaisa.
700 million euros now was spending Arsenal no still. My. And FA Cup now. And the Community Shield.
Bonite we na yem preach.
Declan Rice and Casa no say abrabody sa. Eto de bia bi hwere bia ukita bia 1000 bia utimi nya or 2 bi na de akoto etire ehia e na wo yesterday ejinja o e ma utimi bo abrabo ni yie pa Declan Rice.
Yeah, look, in life in general, I think sometimes you have to lose a few in order to win, and you have to overcome some of these setbacks and mentally grow and grow as a person and as a player and as a group. And I think we're going through that stage at the minute after a few losses in terms of losing out in the league, coming close in the Champions League back-to-back years. So look, we're growing as a team, as people, but we need to keep pushing and keep believing. You know, this is why we play this sport. It's going to be setbacks along the way. PSG have obviously gone through tonight. We're absolutely gutted, but this isn't going to define us for sure. You know, we're going to be back, and when we get our players back, they've been out for a very long time. We're going to be a much stronger outfit, so we've got to keep going.
Okay, and then Kaka, and also if you're not buy a boy and paying our TB or Arsene Wenger, former coach, Edema Arsenal Bobokono, Osio, only the onim dadao, onim dadada waka and yene se Paris Saint-Germain Bobokono, or my ben UEFA Champions League trophy, or my ben hopa.
Congratulations to Paris Saint-Germain. I said a long time ago with you here that Paris Saint-Germain will not be far from winning the Champions League. And let's not forget, they can still have maybe the only team who can have the perfect season, because they can win the Champions League, they can make a double in France, and they can win the Club World Cup. What would be an innovation, extraordinary success for Luis Enrique, Nasser, of course, and Paris Saint-Germain.
Wenger said, I say, Omubetimi, a winning trophy, I would do it. I say, double in France, Club World Cup, and the UEFA Champions League. But we share Paris Saint-Germain team. Yeah, Super Cup. 6. We are Paris Saint-Germain team now. I feel they can do it.
But
Bono.
Maybe I did on this season. Me yapa ni unbeaten on me. I did me yapa. It's not sure too.
But the final day, omo beche interfo no.
Bibia beti me nsi o.
Bibia na ye den. Me na ekọ. Jama abrochi memu.
Unse ono so ni UEFA Champions League oje Berlin no. Nti Germany favor ne pa League no.
Germany ho no. Debi on bebo final wo bia na club a onji bi da na eje. Eno a na yekurem say e be see. To ato na wie.
Yenremo was UEFA Europa League nemo and games ni bi paso a semi-final second leg Bodo Glimt and Tottenham Hotspur e be bring first leg no Tottenham e win 3-1 Manchester United etna fie Old Trafford na fempo no omne Athletic Club Bilbao and so e de akohyehe so den Nico Williams Inaki Williams omo nyina omo entimi ensi sa kan ni bi ntiene emu da ho e de Manchester United na Ruben Amorim
adentia
injuries
Oniko ni Inaki na omunye epra Ruben Amorim in the Manchester United Boboko no say United team no and shut down your predictable sao bono mko bibi kra betimi asesa o game no kra mo madi ncho.
It's everything together again. If you look at our team, we cannot control, we cannot say today what is going to happen. There are some teams in any league that can understand the game is going to be like this, can change a little bit, but the story is going to be like this, and we can control the narrative of the game. We cannot do that. So we have to face the game as one more game. We need to. I feel that we need to score to go to the next round. So that is clearly the way we are going to face the game again. And then we use some image Brentford. We are near the draw, but we suffer a goal and suffer another goal quite fast. That can happen. That happened 4 times here in Manchester United. So we know that is going. We will have to suffer a little bit to go to the final, and we are ready to suffer. And we need to be better in the small details in this game.
Our Conference League, you know, saying that Fiorentina and Real Betis Belompe, Everybody first leg no Betis, we need 2-1 Elho, Chelsea, and so at Nefie, no Omni Jagadim, and so at the Abueni first leg no, a quiet 4-1, Enzo Maresca. And her manager, Edema Chelsea Bobokono, you'll be saying, oh, say Conference League trophy radio, saying your trophy, Sebi, wait, sir. Na Chelsea got the same function as a she. Who in papa, Chelsea trophy cabinet na Champions League womu, Super Cup womu, NFL Europa League in Zoom. Osha trophy anima Conference League in who be here at the Ama club no and the fans nina.
Very important for sure, 100%. For different reasons, but the main reason is because we want this club winning trophy. In this moment, we are in the conference, so we have to try to win the trophy in the competition that we are. So yeah, it's important personally, but for me, it's much more important for the club, for the fans. We said many times that is the only trophy that Chelsea didn't win in the past, and Chelsea can become the first club in Europe to win all the European competition, so it's also good for the club.
Vincenzo Maresca, Enzo, and I don't want to feno.
Chelsea, we are not just a Waji Europe crew and Waji Champions League, Waji Confederation, Waji DMBM,
Waji Europa, Africa,
Champions League, Europa.
It's the Oji we are not Waji
conference
no. Waji Super Cup and so.
Anna,
who said Nina, unfortunately, no. I feel you know. Nanke a pese a book conference no na generic Yajibia 2-2. Who say Yaji Super Cup. Yaji Super Cup 2. Super Cup first one is Madrid Nigeria. We asked them to be here. A Champions League 2. A Europa League 2. Super Cup 2. Nanke Yaji Conference League no 2 and I 2 Nesi.
And you Conference League no.
We grab Betis version finals. For Anthony Muwana, no.
More. Say, final and far from level.
And you Conference League, no, very.
Oh, so Belgium Conference
League. What for Airborne Champions League?
Now Champions League, oh boy, a day.
What for Airborne Champions League?
You bet to Martina, 10 years. You better have a Bajina 1 year.
Okay, happy birthday, me ba. Happy birthday, Nkoma Yankasa, your colleague. Owufia. Ono ye artwork, do na ewa. Vreno Joseph Ama. Jos Romeo, ena do na de san mpewa. Ewo Gamami, enchu ni nchemo. Joseph Ama. Jos Romeo. Top guy. Happy birthday, bro. Umbanta foni nyina se popi sanso uyechi a sanso wo entasa na yenkwe nim enti Jos Romeo nkwa ekoshuti baako a onya double enti mo pen entafo no mu hunu na ontre mo plan no se tuo no to ne sen ono nkwa akoto ye na wenya entano ti mu nsem no bro Joseph Ama Jos Romeo happy birthday. Bright sir, is okay. Enti me person ka frɛ kwesi ma me be 2 minutes bi. Na frɛ kwesi ma me be 2 minutes bi. Na me say bibia okay. But before that, mini panso ha, ye no edi nkomo. Na
and obeduma ma be 50 minutes.
On then
game no because Ghana for I said, Nami 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. With the 8 reasons why Paris and Germany. They didn't just qualify. They beat Arsenal home and away. And on their copy.
That's the Arsenal so a ball.
Madrid. We are watching in Nisa our Champions League semi-final. But see, me know what you mean. Onyami ayebi. no.
No, but are you talking as a journalist?
Oh yes.
Oh yes. Oh yes. No, because
Oh yes.
A graduate from
yes. Yes.
Graduate
yes. Yes. Oh yes. Say
Kasase shoemaker.
Oh no, but no.
That's shoemaker for
No, shoemaker for ever transfer.
Yes, shoemaker for show.
But if you are a sport journalist.
Yes, and one
journalist.
And one.
But unim so a
don't drop standards.
Oh, me drop standard. And no because me my more.
Do you know the owners of this station 80?
Yes,
and they employ you as a journalist.
Yes, and the power cry no. Bosses menu and ma be kasa. Say yes, mama kasa rezel. Mo point and na moje mo query anisa
na before mo kasa yen kan chom say o mo fi right because ko say jiba cross yo
yasani
and mo so happen say atata out say kai
na ko
eno ano no nti enum no de mama Esther nyom onyame ayebi enti mama kachre kebi enti ene mutie kebi a obebo sa anwum na ma. Now you see kelendo am me kasa efa lack ho ena wo ka say
akwesi asempa dia ba o see weeping may last through the night but joy comes in the morning. Some 30 verse 5.
Since he started supporting Arsenal 40 years ago, they've been weeping on Tuesday and Wednesday since.
Onyum tufuo bi say eda obeba di chimu onyame de da obeba di chimu
we the one me Pentecost ni pa
obeba di chimu
anyway
onyame de da obeba di chimu
United for Madrid Barca Chelsea omuna yeyi omu fi Champions League ma ometumi ato say eda obeba di chimu because omu no beba di chimu because omu no oma jajaji
okay but one can ma across board
yes
we buy some 30 verse 5
some 30 verse 5 yes onum to for ni say edew ebeba di chimu kwesi na etroye binia
inte no okoti bible
I know you preacher
abana sa
yes rage minim and sentence me ma 5 minutes akatu na
Chaskele ochro sa de no and obi dey comment but they to me of our era pastor they to me
now
2 minutes
2 see 1.55
obia 8 mu nti obia bebe hu mada pande Andra na me kasa about senior at this stage of the competition no lack den ehia the first lack ekoma Arsenal for was the injury of Dembele during the warm up enti ye benchi Dembele no na mempese me hu ekwan a PSG ebetumi ayeden oma set up no oma build omo game no. Now they started the game Luis Enrique decide to sit back and then give Arsenal the possession. And so what's my first point now the experience of the coach. Because Luis Enrique who said the attack senior the team no build it up no senior almost set up no nyina no Dembele a crucial element of that no. So he decided to sit back. And Andra, from the blast of the whistle, Paris Saint-Germain's game plan was clear. Let's sit back and catch them on the break. And Maka about the inefficiencies of Erdwe and Bakula. Because Andra, Arsenal two good shots at goal, shot on target in the first 20 minutes. But Sir Odegaard ball no Rice ball no, it was not clear-cut chances than they are doing any Bakula.
In fact, 3.
Merino from the throw-in.
Yes.
And Odegaard from that range. And I rise there. No? So
okay.
first 15 minutes of the game.
Wait there, no. Merino there no off target.
No, it was a save that led to corner. It was a save that led to corner. Throw in.
Yes.
Thomas Step party.
Yeah.
So no other than the lap.
Yes. So and no any PSG or set back and they buy. But you see, omo game plan no pay up because anytime I know mo be break biana I Arsenal so I say. And they created clear-cut chances. I won't say Dembele gina ho a be mienu be den ebe kom. And no yeah a woman PSG take you over and I really enjoyed the midfield battle, but me who parte ye. Endra me who in fact second half no there o ma bitin ye no susuro. Endra nanka e kwan me pese parte e make statement even though say Arsenal be lose ya me who parte ye. Now ade ba kwa esan so ema Arsenal Tumi win the game no the experience of the team. Arsenal team, they are not experienced enough. What they almost compare PSG team now because PSG last year almost semi-final. In fact, almost team no almost ball the final no na Hakimi wom na Marquinhos enso den wo team no ma almost den Marshall team no. But stadium atmosphere because Mpembe no se teams bo home na ball ni si omo so akele say ye papa mo asum sana hu say supporters no den din kakra. But endura PSG fans no for 90 minutes and me share game no nam ti da ben na ye club si supporters si omko stadium ombe to make create atmosphere bisa 90 minutes singing and chanting. And Sanomano a ginger team no any naso eka ho. Now you see Mikel Arteta Prince Haaland beka say onye humble no ye nyina ye keka bi kire Erling Haaland ana pay me de minya boa nka me rap ho ko UK du kwama no esa Arteta ye humble okasa dodo usi den share 2 legs ya boy na okasa Arsenal was the better team. 2 legs na ya bono say na we were the better team na their goalkeeper their goalkeeper no your best player no goalkeeper no sebi goalkeeper no your ball boy and I say starting 11 on count so wo goalkeeper inti wo kasa obi goalkeeper na abo no aden na wo so goalkeeper inti ninsem kahemu no openi no say obren ho ase FA Cup na waji na was spending close to 700 million in the last 5 years won the trophy second
Enye Kroos on the trophy.
Oh, in the last 5 years
Enye Kroos on the
onji major trophy
also on the trophy
onji
yes also major trophy
I can't say so don't know yes
do you think in the first season?
No, in the last 5 years more trophyless.
Maybe it's not correct. He spent 5 years at the club.
He spent his 5.5. No. His first half, season, NOG FA Cup. No. 5.5.
His first season, FA Cup.
In terms of seasons,
a fair season.
No, in terms of seasons, this is the 6th season.
6th season.
In terms of seasons.
And you also the last 5 seasons.
Yes. In terms of season, I think the 6th season. In the last 5 years, close to 700 million pounds. On fire be beyond by and so Obiena no kasa ase Pep Guardiola bi inti ombre no wase woni Luis Enrique Bobo na we wapa power sum home na we obegina na we say na you were the better team game ben na wo hwe inti ono ankasa no
talk about the game, don't single out personalities, talk about the game,
no,
the tactical aspect of the game.
And Arsenal did brilliantly well. In the first half, senior Arsenal, they decided to take the game to Paris Saint-Germain.
No, but you see, all can because you say Arsenal did well yesterday. Now Arteta is saying, say, the team no better.
No, Arteta see 2 legs, no. And I'm saying that Obieno Oka 2 legs way 2 legs now.
100%. I don't think there's been a better team in the competition so far, what I've seen. But we are out tonight. We deserve much more, I think, in both games. But this competition is about the boxes, and in the boxes there are normally the strikers most of the time and a goalkeeper, and he was the best player in both games.
So what?
So you see, in both games, and no cry game better.
Or see 2 teams on the better side be any
You see, typical of Obi or prejudice mind.
As I'm not crying.
What that said, he's right. Or say, both legs, we did well.
Yeah.
In games, say, boxing the here.
Yes.
And in box,
Yes, I'm Bob.
hold on, in box, goalkeeper was the better goalkeeper.
That's exactly what he said.
Can you discount that?
No.
Impact in both legs.
But you see,
Raya was good, but unfortunately, now Oka earlier about luck. PSG goal, no? Wicked deflection against Saliba.
Yeah.
Went to be and check. Odegaard there to Donnarumma. It was direct shot. Watch it. These are things that goalkeeper need to be in control. Donnarumma in the last 3 games of the Champions League have been superb against Liverpool, against Villa, and against Arsenal. Nobody can discount Donnarumma's impact. Said PSG to me, we need Champions League. We are nobody.
In fact, Obeji goalkeeper of the championship.
It is clear by mile no goalkeeper comes close to Donnarumma in this year's Champions League. Not just in this in critical moments. In fact, Liverpool second leg they pushing game into penalties. First game was for Alisson.
Yeah.
Second game was for Donnarumma. Saves for and yet routine saves as your boy be na watch it. Well, we know watch it. And yet routine saves. And match winning saves. And the manager he's not saying anything wrong.
No, he is.
How is he wrong?
Because see, as I'm not kind, killing them saying Bobo say in the 2 legs they were the better team.
He didn't say that.
No,
he didn't say that.
See,
he didn't say that.
Yes. Prince, when how you crashing?
100%. I don't think there's been a better team in the competition so far, what I've seen. But we are out tonight. We deserve much more, I think, in both games. But this competition is about the boxes, and in the boxes there are normally the strikers most of the time and a goalkeeper, and he was the best player in both games.
Okay.
You see, don't move away. Stay there. He's saying that Arsenal deserves much more in this game. We'll see 2-1 is the better side.
You see,
can say your interpretation of what he said. Don't see that's what he said.
You see, and Asamna Atete can. They are all can and say and into him say
and yet they all can say
and because we even the full taper or say on Paris Saint-Germain backroom staff no ekra edi nkomo emo ko say yes goalkeeper na job. But you see, one thing that he's not realizing that in the first half, in these 2 games, in terms of saves, Raya big chain, Donnarumma. In the first half, Raya
hold on. Even that, Kelly, Raya saves for Bankola and Dua ball. I won't catch Raya. First number 1 year.
Yes.
2 balls I'm winning now. And yet, boy, but will be
like an Arsenal goalkeeper at the Champions League.
No, even the Champions League goalkeeper, no, because boy, there was no power, there was no direction. Simple, back pass. The able to credit Raya, penalty save, no. Even that penalty save was a very poor penalty kick, very very poor kick. Because Raya any height, Raya only height, and for him to stretch. To get the ball, what it means that power in him.
But you see, even the penalty, the reason why I want to make say it was an entirely poor penalty is that Raya ain't save the ball entirely middle.
No. Wide. But the wide.
Wide.
No. The reason why it is poor is that Play be about wide in the penalty kick.
Put it
Power
more.
Keeper, no matter how orange you own do, and especially for a short goalkeeper to get to that ball, it means no power in him. Look at the steps to take it as it was a poor penalty kick. Very poor, but for me, not as a justice served because it was a very unfortunate penalty and a VAR and the man. Oh, that's it. And you in Trebi, who defend the ball and a ball on sa. What does it? Scalidiano. A team BR, you be sad because won't mean agree any penalty.
Yes.
Because you're just unfortunate to an album player and
yeah.
And that save was like more like justice done.
And the attempt was on target. And I think that
no, the referee decision was
yes.
The attempt, it was on target.
Yes. Any penalty. Because I deal with it. Unfortunate. Very hard on any team as I didn't know Tiano. What you say? And to save you, I say, justice done. Because around that time, Arsenal was playing very well. Obianim said, Arsenal bet me at it. But once again, that Dembele card came to play.
Happy FM 98.9.
But now it was coming because Arsenal were very exposed at the back. Because around that time, everything is gone.
No motivation.
No, yes, motivation. Motivation, but the point is that what have you got to lose? You are go down to that. So you give everything. If you lose, you lose. If you get a goal, you are back in the game.
But Saka born and Toma and Katutu.
So you see, on say Oka Enkano. But Enkano, in the first half, Arsenal played much better. But here can Obio creating good chances, begging chances as not a PSG. So if they had also taken a side chances, no take the first half would have been 4. So he cannot put it in a goalkeeper because Henry Kensube said the only reason why they even left London with just a goal advantage was that the players were wasteful. And you based on 2 games now, any the chances now a coach cannot take credit away from PSG team so and goalkeeper. As if say a goalkeeper there a boa enye. So concentrate on your team. So ABR admit because the 2 legs PSG are nako any but don't try and then rubbish the entire team's work or my say a goalkeeper because at the end of the day 11 players. Everybody needs to contribute his quota. Say the better you bet to me I qualify. You can't take out a goalkeeper's performance out of a team now. One can say and your goalkeeper now, can your goalkeeper now?
No, but say Ateta ain't take it out the.
No, he did.
No, he did. No. Or shower praises on him.
No. You see,
hold on. Ateta ain't cast a goalkeeper. No, the goalkeeper is part of
he
the team.
did. He said that in the 2 legs, it was their goalkeeper. And I'm saying, boys, stand there. A CBS reporter on him attacked the Kwaka and said he has even spoken to the backroom staff of PSG. Almost so cast a young goalkeeper. And so the reporter.
But when a German of the match.
Hakimi.
Yeah. The Champions League there before we won a German of the match. Barca game.
Yama.
Suma.
Yeah.
In fact, PSG last game on board before Arsenal.
Game, Ben.
The Barca game.
Barca against one.
Against
Inter.
You know. Oh, there's the second leg.
I know. Say Yamalo.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I thought some of them are.
Debbie. I'm sure about that. Mommy and checking this here.
It's the goalkeeper who was the man of the match.
Really?
Yes. It was the goalkeeper who was the goalkeeper.
Player of the match?
Yes, there was a goalkeeper. Suma now, the man.
Really? No. What I know is okay. Call me. I know it was a.
It shows that
Happy FM 98.9.
In games like this, you need your players to turn up. It's a man of the match. If a goalkeeper turn up, it's a big deal in this tournament. In fact, I'll take you back to last year's Champions League final. Why in a stepping up man?
Okay,
Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Real Madrid, Courtois. When Ambo Courtois Basso for that saves away against Dortmund, is that since you are taking credit away from the entire team? But the goalkeeper stood up.
Exactly.
But
the goalkeeper deserves credit for it.
In
fact, nobody would analyze yesterday's game without mentioning Donnarumma's name.
Oh yes.
You see, no, Obama no credit.
In fact, after the first half, Donnarumma was trending on X.
After the first half,
he was trending on X. For still no pull it out. Look, in the second half, Seka, Ebo Bo Bimani. Pinpoint was going to the corner. Oh, didn't say Imaniko corner. Everybody was coming for Donnarumma. Because no be a ball, Ashime. So if a manager says that, and truly Donnarumma, and do you know what even was instructive? Amavo say he's only 26 years. We have former woman, like before already 38.
Yeah.
Donnarumma is only 26 years. Already 400 games at the top level.
26 years.
26 years, bro. Already 400 games at the top level.
No, Donnarumma na Kasano.
Osha sent him.
Yes, and a spotlight in the band. So
Italy
will say he's the man.
He's the new
at the age of 16 on the AC Milan.
Yeah.
You see, I don't have a problem with you credit like bigging up a goalkeeper performer. But you see, Uche Ateta post match now. Or like creating the impression that without the goalkeeper, they would have won the game. And I'm gonna say, so if we are bringing in the ifs and the nots, and I'm gonna say that in the two legs, PSG created the better chances. So
remember, Unia Penny said or can be.
Oh yes.
Brenya okwesi say.
Yes.
Seven to 2 man.
But Antonio Penny say or can be.
Be one question, man. Or say almost share a Madrid 3-0 no. Or share game na Madrid. Because say what share game
now
what share game how many times after Endra.
Abone yare kra.
You don't do me.
Kwesi bibi aboko. Hello.
Yeah.
Now, bibi aboko there. Kwesi ote menka.
Papa.
Akwesa there o hye bombi mu. Enti ye nte wonka ye. Ayese efu mu, ayese ojo won anje. Ai, kwesi ote menka.
98.9. Fiti be is no do me.
The line munya kra yenti unka yenti bright sanso efre ni biem na yenti nka ye na me say o de share malaria ne eyi bright when be fa ni biem on fa ni biem emba ye jo wie na me nko brenya wa me say ne de un say show no edane ye ne wu brenya we local ne bantem and asisi anso ye de forward ni bi enti
so be kele
question na me busa say PSG year na.
Oh yes,
it looks like it.
It looks
but one nso to say PSG went out, they bought all the Arsenals o mentimi anye we.
Yes, but
Messi, Neymar, Mbappe,
they didn't have the discipline to hear Luis Enrique the first the first season no.
Okay. Remember. Kwesi na sisi okay.
So na obese me ya be toka.
Papa. Sisi ade. Pa. Message say ba obi abodin then sa na AC. Na Endra then see ya breachre boy yi.
Oh, BBNC after we just unlucky. In fact, the first 8 minutes because I started 3-0. Obi Oshe gave me BBA. Everyone clearly said the first 3 minutes. No time I said 3-0.
And Anka say Arsenal we game no be first 15 minutes na.
8 minutes. First 8 minutes.
8 minutes.
Oh, yes.
And now Ben na o hwe ne ndra no.
Na say me ma dey see in the game.
Okay, can say.
They can rise head and free head and and then that corner strike here ebaya obi fi pole and then the Odegaard shot na keep here na is nine inside.
Happy FM 98.9.
In the first at the game there, your boy, now resulting in a very 2-1. People don't look at it, never be a game in India. Because all the guys go on any day should have been a goal. There's a right head down, should have been a goal on any day. And at the Americans, go keep and TV and throw it for the 9. If you see some go back to lead, you know, 9 a year, born people. So, never know, in fact, and Arsenal played better on the day as compared to the first leg. In the first 20 minutes of the game at home, Arsenal won 4 times. But in draft, from the beginning to the end, Arsenal were in control of the game. Results in Nkoye, that one, Arsenal, you accept it. But yesterday, Arsenal played better than in the first leg. And the scoreline and true reflection of the game is possible.
Okay. Now, some section of Arsenal supporters advocate say they feel this is the time say modern coach and mentality and so we need trophies eba na muja ateta kwan.
As a Wenger, or transfer how many years? We need Premier League titles ahead. As a Wenger, transfer how many years? We need 3 Premier League titles. Those who are saying that are people who maybe follow us now in draft. And I say people who don't know the history of Arsenal team. In fact, even Wenger in his latter years, very 5 years before he left, Arsenal were a disaster until this time. Arsenal have never, since Wenger time winning the 3rd league trophy, have not been as competitive in the league than since Arteta took over. Coach Wenger for them by what was out here quite a permanent due to poor performance. When was the last time Arsenal competitive like this? After City to Kowa, after Insu, after Liverpool, after Liverpool, after Chelsea, when was the last time these big teams, the big crash at 9? And as nation or these teams all dominated They were periods that Arsenal here, Barcelona or Shenno, whom they ask a question to Shenno. But this time when Arsenal is going to meet these teams, you will know that it will be close. Ask a question, say, after instrument, which are Shenno. So that which coach, okay, who are not denying that we're winning 5 titles. It's not always about getting coach with mentality. Mourinho, when you winning mentality, what is happening to him at Fenerbahce? You say Mourinho, when you winning mentality, what is happening to him at Fenerbahce? How was he start from Roma? What happened to Tottenham Hotspur? It's not always that mentality for me is flawed. Coach Ben, winning mentality. Coach Ben.
Okay. Well, see, are you a happy man?
I'm very, very happy. Very, very, very happy. In case me, I have so but yeah, my home family, more to do me. Me sort to me cold, me way.
As na share, ya share ni when you saw truth. When you say, Ed, Ominia. Yeah. You accumulation of factors. Okay, Joe will say, without just a question. Now, could Joe with that name?
But me answer.
Besides, na Anopawe, Yatise, Brenya, and I born way normal order, some will be on so TV. Fio. Now, your born way no. Watch a game now how many times?
Baba, yeah, scratch. Okay, because line no drop.
As I say, lack of my lucky.
Brenya,
Endra, PSG do fine and the but say history has a funny way of repeating itself. When him say Ronaldo, Ayobia, woke up ball, we are here was super.
Ronaldo bang. Cristiano.
I was my main original Ronaldo.
It was so cheap. R9. Accra no abeye nioma abro ni so. Enti edi na Accra na je.
Enti se one original Ronaldo.
Oh, so original.
Original na e den. Aden Ronaldo Cristiano or fake.
Okay, senior Ronaldo.
Senior they fine. Penino but you think say
Ronaldo Nazario.
In fact, and Oka Ronaldo, the above be a team CR7. Yes. Enti ayana
but okay, the Brazilian Ronaldo.
Of course, yes.
Ronaldo see there was Ronaldo Sudia from Brazil. The Brazilian original Brazilian Ronaldo.
Portuguese original because it didn't crown Portuguese name.
Yes.
The original name I name
no Ronaldo Dino.
A Portuguese name.
Portuguese name.
Into original na on be wiaye.
On penny for Portugal.
Yes,
Portuguese.
What's it?
But the point is that Ronaldo name football mu die. Enya Ronaldo yite novela o.
Na
Ronaldo name football ah Ronaldo die. E be Ronaldo name.
No. And o fa enipa 10 ejran now ka say
Ronaldo
in fact 9 bet ka say
CR7
jo mo generation dey on be ka say
CR7 generation out way see ka Charlie give am Ronaldo in picture make it take with top they are now be over send Cristiano
CR7
and me can original Ronaldo C9
original
you need free
over 1,000 original Ronaldo
R9 the share Ghana e wo World Cup 2006
o pre went me win Champions League maybe and you see be am motin papa
na afa
eba na ekwa Barcelona 1 year eko Inter
amfa
eko Real Madrid
amfa
eba AC Milan when you say fortunately for him club obefino that year ofi one match
but also no problem say no ntena teams no nche
but it's remember no touch
yes and after almost Leverkusen
omo chiri no koye omo timi anje Mbappe die no sakoye no bio
no he
set for Monaco PSG to Madrid Madrid unfortunately Madrid na go na Madrid ebe cause such a music drought ni be say dey omo koye after 2001 na Arsenal PSG no be fit say Messi kwado ba say no wa kra omo di name am buy no ba loan from Monaco ba loan and omo sign no be fit say Saturday was good enough to win it
name am buy no ma sign it the other wo so poster boy
Monaco loan na buy 1 year because of financial fair play regulations the moment man sign upright
okay
and to bo 1 year ni wie no confirm deal no
no mo name
abeka no that team was good enough to win it but any good teams ni great teams we need to match
but na so mo kwa no they were not in the final
once
yeah in the final on one Mbappe therefore yeah obo chances ni na way
no manji ene no dey free ho obi em say Real Madrid o kwa Champions League o kwa yesu no o mentimi anje but hopefully this Madrid team will become good enough in the next year or two to be able to win the Champions League. But maybe say Ronaldo the NB because that boy is too good not to win the Champions League. And Osawo mre won enim. But one say just like the Ronaldo situation, at a very tender age, Ronaldo winning World Cup.
Yeah.
Very tender age. 94. Mbappe, very tender age. No, we need a World Cup. Share in the World Cup final. In fact, in 2 back-to-back World Cup finals, was a goals. In 1 was a hat-trick. Very interesting. But hopefully, or years when Nima will bet me. But PSG looks very good. Inter, there were a lot of issues in their team. If they have a full house, full strength house, it's going to be a good game.
But when me say, I don't know, me just obey and say, Sa Hazard and Susa. Ofi Chelsea G. But the following season, Madrid won it. Kele Alan the message we have.
Alan Ben Green researcher.
Alan Green the researcher.
Mr. George Mahama. George Mahama.
Alan Su Koti Ateta there no. Ateta say so I say I don't think there's been a better team than Arsenal in the competition from what I've seen. But we are out. By this statement, Arteta is not limiting it to only the semi-final tie against PSG. In his opinion, Mikel Arteta believes Arsenal have been the best team in the Champions League this season, despite their exit to Paris Saint-Germain in the semi-finals.
So this is the full test of Nasamo Khan. The energy will refer to. This is the full test.
Happy FM 98.
But you say Paris Saint-Germain, yeah.
I think it's their year. I think it's the
idea. Then I am more Muntiminje.
What a bear
and that enemy.
And I said, just like the two teams, players are winning almost no. they may not turn up. Yeah. Who said Dembele and start the game? No. The PSG front looked very, very powerless, like impotent. Chance by our moment to no. Semi-final against any other team, you don't recover. No, you're done. You're fortunate you're playing against another team, only striker.
If it was any team,
our striker, Papa, you won't come back. Especially based on the backdrop, say team minister dominate you in potential.
And you see,
chances.
And on that 2020,
if similar things play out and Dembele is not fit, but time won't.
Today up to 31st.
Omoligi, Omarapi have did that. And they can afford to rest him and treat him, and he may recover. But the point is that if this same attitude turns up in the final, you punish it. Okay, last year final, 2 years ago final, Inter and Man City.
No, even them, on one casa, PSG, no.
I don't know Rodri share, no.
And I Rodri share long range.
I don't know you acquire.
Yes.
David. I don't know.
One maybe Yakoabrana.
And you are Yako, no.
Casuano.
And
last year final.
Last year.
And I get to you on.
I'll give number.
Hey, oh. See, Brenya.
I go now make a miss chance there. Unim say, even Usha Internet, Basa. Timo Yinya. Chances pa ne Basa.
Okay, Internet semi-final.
Semi-final.
Yes.
Anything I make us say, Sabona, Lamin, at the ball ban. Say Platinum and Komuko celebrity 4-2.
4-2.
Sabona and Platinum.
4-2.
Yes, Sabona and Platinum. And young summer. It's so bored. And in 2020,
it was the same thing Chelsea Barcelona semi-final.
Yes.
Barca dominated playing one corner kick at the end. Torres 1v1 goalkeeper.
And it was the same thing in 2020. A year before, say a year Kingsley Coman. Ebe boss abo na to atinem no. Na Mbappe akwa say on 1v1b with Manuel Neuer. So and Inter say they don't need to create too many chances. And they say we take your chances and Inter no in 2 weeks time no na at least la Taro ni any Turam no omo fitness level no abaso to konya na wan sha waso be shi.
But Kele Obusa Brenya question then intimi Ohene-Bampoe they two Pep Guardiola and Manchester City. The finals and Chelsea.
No.
Then is here.
Lineup on it tinka with the lineup. Lineup on the buy no he say kai. Lineup with Chelsea be winning.
Yankoyefu.
Said that Safana and Subabi a cohere no pa Ohene Koye.
Brenya, Jibu drinking water, sanity.
A model.
I could say,
as we be good. Edukumu nsuankaza o.
Edukumu nsuako.
No me ko na jele bi didi bread o.
Ba.
It am yes or or they are share politics mu. Oh sorry I'm got to say it jimu na wo nom na o kata jimu no.
But the air then to say Jibu drinking water no. The ten said dispenser bottles so will be na san.
Yeah.
Omo be shebi gumu sir.
Yeah.
And omo so timi the be ba na.
Yes.
Omo de ba. Omo de cans ni ba.
Auntie omo refill it.
Yes.
The water dispenser. And they will corporate environment bi abo na ebisia wo bi na nsuo na ewom na san num nsuo krojin edukrom nsuo eno ye Jibu drinking water. Now, Omega so they be airport close to the Alliance Française. You know, say Alliance Française. Alliance Française, ho North Legon, omo Wisconsin Road, ho. Adenta next to Cosby One College of Fashion. And Osunso, almost close to the Photo Club Imaging. Say what side? Okay, Photo Club. Ho. Asalam down opposite the Old Togo Embassy. Down suman, omo exhibition roundabout wa so tuom enso omo Choba Junction Madina opposite social welfare from Sisi Anaje Odie 0302 528 669 0302-528-669. Brenya ufroma a chance or my father. Yanya yeti obia pedima miasem, right? Obia pedima miasem. Na enei de abetom ne se ukra 540 cedis endu $100. Endu 500 cedis. In fact, I say endu $50 kra. Aha. Ubetimi ama omamie ni aje. Mana fele se wan unse mami fo bebre enu omo ho ana brenya ni
man fo no mu no omo papa
ebi mu enu omo ho
wan bo papa dia omo
man fo no beka but
unti se mama mi bi se ma wo enu mi ho da
no man fo na se okan no owie na obesa afro am aduane di man fo de
bi masa wa ko daji na de bi ori de bro Friday afuzo
o gbako me say obenu bi won wa akra no esansu wia no kra otene nche wia no 25 26 28 otene ho san wia no
kumasi o show na o shop ebe central prisons omo ade bi omo de aduane bre business no o strike average amanfo be 80%. Papa for no o ko ya no o do ye
na we no Happy Mother's Day greetings from Airport West Hotel. Prince, what order? I feel. No buffet ne. What try?
Oh, we can economy ni busuafo no.
Okay.
Oh, why come on.
To your 500 and 450 cedis. Na one o ma menko. Na say ne wo. Local drinks. Obiti local drinks no. Enya petition asem ho. Eye ekudemi ene de ban biem. De kika asana ene de so bolone lamojin. Nice. Any buffet kama na o ma men so mfele se ne banewu. What you say? Sunday May 11th. Oh, it's Sunday ya o. And ya meneme mama amache wa beba abedi time papa say 450 nkwande ya. Meneno ebeba na wa bedi di heavy power 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. Hey, you better did from 12 now to 6. Prince, 12 now to 6.
Yes.
You did this at 12 now to 6.
We are no Udia no ako nanti ajuju we are no asan.
Meneme mama amache wa beba. With a special gift for every mama. Na yen take this advantage na yen kwaji yen nyina de ye mama no beba ho. Enti yen hia ho frɛ 0204 339 005 and 0244 358 802 TNBM 0244 358 802 na yen hia ewo Airport West Hotel nyame adoma 11th ya ebe pepepe yen fa course kakre bride name for
answer of call no say Joseph the creative director
friend Jose Romeo
Jose Romeo birthday
yeah.
Oh sir Joseph Joseph birthday
Joseph to swear and onini photo
Collins for to sumami
Jose Romeo or you nipa say papa Jose Romeo
but kele story bi so e fear na tuni kamo ba no
ebiem
unipa no ko
Oko Jericho Matisse team ni president oba unse we no enye FIFA sanction we say
nti oko fikam
yam hwe ni ye
ene so your match nyume
no but the crux of the matter is no nkwa na obetimi agwa na aba
we block bi chance o block kola kitikiti bi chance o Ghana ha onya yakunye yanko beti akan pa
but din dia mi na se ya timi mfa o
time na twem utimi place
Anke be fa dreams boy you
ultimate replace
dreams for boy bia na oni bobo pa okay hello
Kele
wisdom at say
wisdom credit for Katamaso
okay
me share bright why
okay good
as I pass me mane yako na Kele
Happy FM 98.9
mother zero say o ma me ewo na wo sugar ma me be so obet me dey na ba na
Fanny Samuel bra why
okay
Fanny Samuel bra yes mother enye sugar mami I don't know yes oh what dey mo adwin kroma o Fanny Samuel bra
yo yate yes ni ade bia se for no so mo nim no mo ja hat mo na hat san ball league we a ade a yɛde bɛyɛ ɔmo wɔ kuro wɔ mu na adɛn na oni obi akɔ agreement na wogye sika no na wode wasa wɔ ahem na nea yɛ ne deɛ no wofa ama no ɛti yɛsrɛ kwan bia sɛ GFAfoɔ so ɔmo pɛ sɛ ɔmo yɛ kɔkwasa na has ɔmo tumi panese has na has nkɔ body visibility ɛnde ade a yɛde bɛyɛ ɔmo wɔ kuro wɔ mu
twi kasa no o kan na waka ne yie men kasa wajiska ɛde wasa wasa na han mu sɛn wajiska wasa na han mu nso de hello
Edio
nana edio
kumu ala bateo
edio
basa o ma du nyo sa
ori ajo ene di ajo kakra
o ba sama emla
Devi na wo Mother's Day ade onso so shura mami o mami e wudi ade fane sama embre
Dale, ma boju ma e ba se o bi se da ho se kwa ya le ana o ti bi a tene re na bi bia e kama the radio dey started here ma boju ma nyakofo shira mo Krisha o sha endo amata to for ma me kai come on first minute to 10 minutes no na o ka Arsenal etimi ewi ni match no because no ka chebe nya sa o ma se pudi fufu na bi bia na so be se o na me kai na abam no ka we na ka me call ya ka dey na ka be winning 100% ndi ka chebe nya se o bu fe na se bi ka dia ro family ye so ye de be wa say sirim aba bia ay kama ana so house of folk hey ti mo mo de na to ba fe de ko relegation what I say and to so the council India and to the that one month da what is just like away $70,000 abramo ba we can be go better bomb be how they could ya so supporters musam ko jitim muti to ta fasidi e fa chaka me say this ni say and money we know match be out for ko bia na to point no this is my future
yeah hello
Kusha
yes ahwani
the battle lawyer ni
hey lawyer me tun ka che
me show
na aya ukoda
o me big ball pa
ene utwe mo asama akoda na we tia me ofa ya mafo ama me why
o fa man food ma hunu de ne dan no e de fie bi na ya boss no se ho no ti
efie kakraka abronsan na iti asama na ya wa
ya boss na papa bi ti ho no yo
okay kaza
no ya azumi jao for my own boy bi ni no yes no see no
am family akasa
the can say your best house of folk for penny for said the new biasi for can say no crepa o ma your best cause the ben in biasi no
anati asem no opare se no krewum enti asem no ye no kre
mo yes so o mutu na ebepe pasa eni biasi we am house folk see a leg pa na enye see a modern bo na dey correlation ni mum ye beba say sika bi ni atete en see correlation dey e ba ni sa o mun ye ni na crucial nsem bi e koso o man mu am say e wo say mo se ntofui na ko ka be nti ni
98.9
ye wa ha e na ye man pani ni campaign time ni manifesto o de be to say senyame abum na owuni ana o ye president Premier any division 1 players ni na obeti omka ana wa hu sa asimu
say wa bantu de ye nhwe mreka ka
o ba me ba eno ani 4 months but e ba so yi levy ni betting tax free on ka de kakra we ya o yi free odi be share baby o de da man for body so players ni so ble a obi ani say players ni am team kotokro as players say enema enko yi man eti e de ani to ne so eno my players ni na do na akra to aba man na saba na 4 months ni na say obi anka ho hwe eno na me ha me no on kan ho hwe bia na ni wati ye best say mo no mon kai no we kai mo kai
enti ekwakwaba ne sa nso de a ene na mo ton a ono nso percentage bio. When they say.
Send everybody else is here.
You better do what and come up. Me per the fact to say. What's here now?
Percentage here ni baby. No, be back say when you walk for be player when Janica na ye be match na.
No crack.
Yes, I have no. What the percentage? I'm really so be baby obika.
Ampa lawyer Medawase. Hello, final call.
Yo, Kelly, we idi ekasa free taburalaji.
Idi ami meet you.
Minchia Obi me catch say Arsenal my last stop. Maswa my team Arsenal kan be 3 days ni team Arsenal kan yo.
Maswa frɛ why frɛ na until nka frɛ.
Maswa frɛ me catch say ye be hwem. Onko be bia cap no Interdia. Any Chaskele Mutari the senior man, I say 15 years ni omoje cap no. E ko form mochi no maji cap no for second for it was second term. A far house of confusion no I say wafre opinion a wabe ya no se no krese ka bi wo ho no sebe saska wenye skebia atelo bi so amo se skebi se e ko ba na obi akwatena ska no so because me so sati bi sa sebe 50,000 wo hwe adwuma atobi aye edi ahye house for previous year edi na 50,000 edi na ko di penyi botum ebi na di obi ko di na quarter or church amount for modi scan the 50,000 best way. Yes, Abu Salam no mo ka o nyina edo hasa aka e ko bi fufura na ka afa bi fufuro nso e best way so mo no mo yin fio me da se.
Right, Idi Ami Medawase ye mfa call bia biem Brenya ye sorry so premotobре ka se bo na Brenya so den a adaje enim hye nso senkan o hyehye bet na ba ko se ya o best slip no na nka ejomku lize na enei soccer bet e the soccer chance aba or see make sure say o best slip no games no ye 10 and above na odds bia to game bia no e 1.30 and above e koba ne sa slip na we twa no ba ko say asika udi twa no ye boho miensa mu a ene de ma ho ti fa ne say utwa no 1 billion Ghana cedis a ubenya 3 billion Ghana cedis utwa no 1 cedi a ubenya 3 cedis utwa no 4 cedis a na che say ye boho 3 amount 12 cedis na waje ko na bibia de dana kwemu nti soccer bet soccer chance no ama betting aye enije akono de emu edese wo oti ase nti enye baira abrewa agio na hyene nso se betting no addictive nti aya na why steady kakra but we no gaming commission for say yemfengu so nti yenso edibegu so pa aha ene edisi premo no enya atoa ne sako from line enti yes sorry so media the Sintim-Koree Chaskele August no ni Brenya eremu bi na afi Prince Kwakwa enso di makotrin Joel Eshen na Ellie